Is that the Ilford near us or the Ilford down south? And that price has been dropped to £16 and 77 pence. Morning, how are you? You all right this morning? Yes, I know you're there. I'm just saying hello to those people and now saying hello to you. Those people over there. Where? You know, them over there. Sure they are, Janice. Hey, it's early. We do have somebody over there in the studio, actually. It's lovely Pete Hughes, who's coming up next. Peter, are you coming up next? 8 o'clock. Are you at 8 o'clock? Oh, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. A little bit of panic there in his face. Am I coming up now? He's prepping. Very exciting. Very exciting. Looking forward to that. Right. Back to craft price drop. Embossing folders. These are fabulous and make a difference to the backdrop of your cards. I'm going to take you through these. They look fantastic. Now, we've got this Celtic design on here. Now, it says 3D embossing folders. If I just take this off, that's your Celtic design, just to show you what we've got here. Love this. Really, really do. You can see there, you pop your paper and your card in there, and you send that through your embossing machines, which are your die cutting machines. So let's just open that up so you can see the detail in there. That is fabulous. So that is your Celtic look. Place that back on there. Let's take a look at the next one. Love this. Love that design. Let's pick this up and show you again, because seeing is believing. There you go. You see that? Can you see the depth that you've got in there? If I turn that way, there, you can just about see that. There you go, the depth that you're getting that. These 3D embossing folders. Love that one. Absolutely love that one. Let me pop that back there. Just running through these for you. The price currently standing at £46.52, already starting to drop. We'll take a look at this one. Beautiful flourish design in here. And again, bring that down to the front. Can you see that? Beautiful design. That would look amazing. That's a banner there. That would look amazing on some gold card, would it not? Or silver card. It really, really would. And then we have, last but not least, oh, I love this one. Look at this. Look at this. There you go. Now, whilst we're looking at all of those and getting a taste for those embossing folders, that price is dropping again. $47.55, now $34.96. That is a bargain. Now you're starting to come in, you really are. And it works out to be £8.74 per folder. Fabulous, sensational designs here from Spellbinders. It's a great name and you love that name. And you do love these folders, you really do. Just lean that forward there so you can see. So you've got your Celtic knot in there. Isn't that lovely? Nudo Saltar. Celtic knot in another language. Yes, it is. Let me just turn this one around for you. There you go. Let me turn that one around for you. So we're looking at the second one along just here. And again, you've got that beautiful design. I can't read that upside down. Do you mind if I just take that? There you go. Romance. Roman romance. Oh, you can't beat a bit of Roman romance. I wouldn't know, seriously. But there you go. Spellbinders 3D embossing folders. Oh, excuse me. £23.12. Works out to be just over 5 pence each. 5 pence each. Oh, Janice, that's ridiculous this time in the morning. Not 5 pence each, £5 each. But you know what? Still a great deal. It's still a 5 in there, and 5's a lucky number. Now, it is over half price, so that is fabulous. Let me just pick this up. If we're not going to come in close, I'm going to have to read these out. Oh, ornamental swirls. Love a bit of ornamental swirl. And that is what that one is. I'm just going to pick this one up while you're looking at the ornamental swirl. And this one is your, well, it's just your unique 3D embossing folder. Love that. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, you're coming in for these at £22.60. Embossing folders. Elizabeth, you're coming in. Tom, you've got yours. And Anne, you've got yours as well. It's great to have your company. Oh, I did say that I was going to let you know whether I stayed or went home last night. Nigel wanted to know, and so did Nancy from Boston. I actually went home. I tried to stay. I tried to stay, but then I drove home instead. Oh, that was good. Nothing untoward happened as I was trying to stay somewhere. I just tried to stay. Something didn't work out. So I went home instead. I don't know why I went really high. But it was good to go home. It's always good to be in your own bed, isn't it? Right, £47.55 going down. Even though I share that bed with my little Jack Russell dog. Oh, my goodness. Well, I don't share the bed. I have 1 inch of bed. If you've got a dog, you'll know. You get 1 inch of bed and the dog gets the rest. Want to know where the best seat in the house is? Look for the dog. Right, £19.61. This is excellent value for money. Now, Nancy... Nancy thinks I'm still under the influence of last night's sugar. You might be right. Well, it was last night we all ate before the show. So then the sugar rush started to kick in. It started to kick in. Big time. Yes. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a good show. It's a good show. And this is a great show as well. Lovely to be here early in the morning. It's great to have your company as well. And so many of you are taking advantage of this deal that we're going to show you how many we've got left. Right. 12 left. What does that mean? That means you're checking out your baskets, you're coming in on the phones. If you are on the website at the moment, there you go. Someone else has checked out. Do check out your baskets right now. You don't need to wait till the end of the auction. Everyone pays the lowest price when that price is locked. Your credit or debit card will be charged at the end of the auction. So if you check out right now, your credit card or debit card will be charged at the end of the auction. That's how it works. Right, 11 of these left. People are coming in on the website, they're coming in on the phones. We are broadcasting in the States, in Europe, here in the UK as well, which means people can buy from all of those different areas. 11 of these left, but that price is going down again to £18.41. Fabulous embossing folders. Let me just show you one again to show you the quality that you are getting when you send this through your machines. I would definitely take some green card with this one. Beautiful Celtic knot. Fabulous design, 3D design as well. Place that through your machines and then come up with this gorgeous effect right here. It's from Spellbinder, so you know you're getting the quality there, and you know time and time again when you use these, you are going to get the same 3D effect. That's why we've only got 6 of these left. You are getting all 4 of these. Let's bring them together so you can see that. All 4 of these for £18.28. It might be that you're buying these to give them away. It might be that you're part of a craft club. It might be that you've always wanted to have embossing folders, but you didn't want to pay £47.55 for all 4. You're not. You're paying £18.15. We've only got 4 of these left. If you're in on the website, check out your basket right now. Thank you. You've done that. If you're on the phone lines, we are getting through all of your phone calls. We are very busy this morning, which is fabulous. We've given the call centre a little bit of extra breakfast this morning, so they work a little bit extra hard for you. They always work hard, but we are busy this morning. Now, it works out to be £4.47 each. That is a bargain, and you're bagging yourself a bargain today on Craft Price Drop. We've only got 2 of these left, £17.89. If you are a Freedom member, your P&P is included. To become a Freedom member, it's just 88888 in your basket. 2 of these left. Who's going to get the final 2? 1. Who's going to get the final 1? Is it you? Why am I whispering? Because we don't want everybody knowing. Because we want you. Keith, well done. You see?
Price
it worked.
locked.
No one else knew, Keith. You were in. And that price was locked. £17.89. It's all about the detail, isn't it? It's all about the detail. Now, on Facebook Live... they would like to know if myself and Yanis can do a joint craft price drop. That would be entertaining. That would be entertaining, Yanis and Janice. Can you imagine? They'd be like, Yanis, say this, and I'd be saying that. Oh, they're also saying I need a pay rise. Ah, dare I say that out loud? Yes, I do. Oh, good. The Richard and Judy of Hochanda. Am I Richard? Maybe Yanis is Judy. Actually, I had a bit of a Judy moment the other day. I did, yes. Well, I was wearing a blouse and the buttons nearly popped. So I ended up having to get a safety pin. Right, I don't have a blouse that's going to pop today. Thank goodness it's too early for that. We were talking about breakfast, weren't we? What we were going to have. I don't know why eggs suddenly came to mind, but let's move on. Right, we have got some stamps. It is all about the detail. These are beautiful. Now, what we... Yes. Sorry, I'm answering my producer. She says, am I bored? No, she said, do you have a board? Yes, I have. I'm going to show that in a moment's time, but I just wanted to explain something. Now, you have these fabulous, beautifully detailed stamps, and they look coloured. Now, when you stamp these, they're not going to automatically come out coloured. Got to be careful how I say that this early in the morning. Yes, this is just showing what you could possibly do with them. Here's an example of what they will look like when you stamp them out. Look. Sorry. Oh, it's all about the drama. It's all about the drama. Right. Okay. Right. Sorry, Andy, director. Sorry. I thought I was doing that. You know me. I don't know my right from my left. So I thought I was doing the right thing. So as the camera was panning, and I still don't know whether it was right or left, I thought, I'll do this. I'll just bring it in. And I just brought it in totally on the wrong area. I apologise. I'm going to do it in the middle now. Shall I do it in the middle? Right. So here we go. This is what they look like. You ready? Go. No, you go first. There, because that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to take them back. Ta-da! There you go. So look at the... seriously, these are beautiful. The detail is incredible. Not only do you have the foreground, but you've also got the background as well. And if you look at the background, you see that extra detail, the script that is in there. These are beautiful. And when you add your own colour, when you add your own glitter and your embossing powders, these will really stand out. Oh, hello. Hi. Are you ready for your close-up, Miss Phillips? I am, but I don't think anyone else is. Oh, look at that. There you go. I wonder what that... Hello. I wonder what that... You've just done... I wonder... I'm fine. I wonder if that is a proper tune. Well, let's be singing to the same tune. Should we drop that price? I'm not in control. I can suggest it. Let's see what happens. £34.95. Love these. I really do love these. Right. Oh, we don't have many of these. £17 for all of these. Wow. Okay, right. We've only got 10 of these, and it's now down to £17.48. Wow. I hope that's right. Okay. Now, Heather says it is better when you see samples. Thank you very much, and thank you to our lovely Price Plummet Princess who put these samples together this morning. It is, isn't it? Because seeing the stamps is wonderful. You see what you're getting when you see what they can create, and you see the detail in there after you've applied the ink. It really is fabulous. Let me place that down again, just so you can see the detail. This is just a selection of the stamps you're getting. Wow, we've only got 3 of these left. Love that robin, love the poinsettia, love the Christmas angel, but that's not all that you're getting. You're getting so much. It includes you're getting 5 sets of Christmas stamps. It's never too early for a crafter to talk about Christmas. It's not. I mean, we're in April right now. Next month is May, so we're halfway through the year, which means we're halfway through to Christmas. It does. That's why we've only got 1 left. That's why you're taking advantage of that great price. And the last one has gone The last one has gone to Teresa. Well done. Everyone pays the lowest price, and that price was locked at £17.14. Well done, everyone. Well done. Ooh, what have we got here? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I can see my favourite already. Right, let me have a look at this. Let me guess. Let me guess how many sheets you're getting. Hang on. Let me just, hang on. 10, 20, 30, 200. I think you're getting 200 sheets. £500. Are you sure you've not combined 2 or 3 lots here, Lottie? I know your name is Lottie and you like your lots. Have you combined lots, Lottie? Lottie Lot. That's your new name. You are the Price Plummet Princess, but you're also Lottie Lot. Okay, right. What was it? 50 designs. Yes, it says it right there. You're getting 10 of each. I can't get over that. 500 sheets. Wow, this is going to last you quite some time. 120 GSM. Should we have a look at some of the designs? These are lovely. I think I've spotted my favourite already. Oh no! Oh no! I thought this was my favourite. I thought this was my favourite right here with those poppies. I did. I thought that was my favourite, but it's not. Oh, look at that. That is lovely, isn't it? Patchwork. That's beautiful. However, I think that's my favourite just there. Yeah, love those birds. Let's see what birds we've got on there. Let's have a look. We have got, I do know my birds, we've got the thrush just there, which is your British songbird. We have also got a sparrow on there as well. We have a blue tit, which is right there. We have the bullfinch, which is right there. We have the beautiful, now is that a Jenny Wren? Yes. That is a little Jenny Wren just at the bottom, just there. We've also got your blackbird in there. That does look like a pied wagtail. Yes, I thought it was. Yes, sticking the beak up just there. And what else have we got? Is that's another blue tit down the bottom. It's not a coal tit. Right, okay. So, for allowing that knowledge with you, we've got a price plummet. Isn't that fantastic? Right, £49.75 for all of this. Now, still can't believe it's 500. 500 sheets, £24.43. Wow, that's over half price. Right, if you're creating a birthday card for somebody or a celebration card, this is going to be perfect for you. Great for your die cutting, great for your scrapbooking as well. Now, they are perfect for your die cutting machines because you're not cutting down beautiful paper, they're already cut down. Now, they are 4 inches by 12 inches. I've just seen another one that I like as well because I'm easily pleased. And hopefully you're not getting bored. Get it? Bored? Oh, my jokes are terrible, sorry. Love that. Love that wood effect. I really, really do. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Let me see another one of my favourites. Oh, hang on. Got another favourite here. There's so much to choose from, isn't there? Let me move. I'm making a mess of this patch shot. I do apologise. However, oh. Love that. Love that one. Look at that with the love hearts. Love that. And that is super duper cute. Super duper duper super duper cute. Yes. Did you know the inventor of the steam train is buried 8 miles from where I live? Yes. Talking of steam, let's blow off some steam now. Let's blow off some price. £49.75? No way. £19.54 for 500 sheets of cards. That works out to be 39 pence per design. And you're getting 10 sheets of each design. Let's get some more favourites on here. Oh, I like this one. Like that one. Like that one. Happy birthday to you, just for you. Birthday greetings, best wishes, special day. Have a great day. Many happy returns. Enjoy. And how many different inflections can I use? Best wishes. Celebrate. Happy birthday. Enjoy. Have a great day. Love that one. You know what? I do like the polka dot as well. I really, really do. Oh, I've seen another favourite. Can I go? Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Look at that. Fields of poppies. Love that. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, divine, lovely. And I found another one I like. There's so many, look at that. Love the textures in that. Isn't that lovely? It's like a Rothko painting, that. Really, really is. Love that. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, these are incredible. I think I might get some of these. In fact, I'm going to get all of them. 500 of them, and you can get 500 of these as well. 099129 is your item number. You can bid online at Hochanda.com, and you can also come in on that national rate phone number. Yes, the call centre are there taking your calls. £14.56. That is a sensational price. Yes, there are people here in the studio going, you what? 500? Yes, 500. These are fabulous because they're a great size, because They all fit through your die cutting machines. You're not cutting up or scrapping any paper because these are fabulous sizes to begin with. You can use part of this. You can use all of this if you want to. You could die cut a border along here, which will look absolutely fabulous. You could use this in your scrapbooking if you wish. Just looking at some of the other designs in here. What's this one? What's that one? That's fabulous. Stars. Now, that is our lovely Lottie Lot's favourite. Now, talking of Lottie Lot, this lot is going, I was going to say falling away, but it is. We've only got 3 of these left. You know a bargain when you see one, and you're getting one right here. You're bagging yourself a bargain. Everyone pays the lowest price, but you do need to be in it to win it, and in it to win it means checking out your basket, and that will assure you of the product. 2 of these left. People are coming in on the website and the phone lines as well, so you've got a bit of competition going on right there. 2 of these left. If you're a Freedom member, your P&P is included. Just 1 left. 099129. 500 sheets of paper. 120 GSM. Different designs, and the last one has gone to Angela. Well done, Angela. That's fabulous.
Price lock.
Everyone pays the lowest price, and that price has been locked at £14.26. Wow, can't believe where the time's going. Right, breakfast. Let's think about breakfast, because this is the Breakfast Club. The Craft Price Drop Breakfast Club. Let's get into the next one. What am I going to have for breakfast? You need to guess. I know what I'm going to have, but do you know what I'm going to have? Right, £79.26 is the current standing price for your Just Right decorative stamps. You're getting 4 sets of these. So you have got lots of different stamps on each set. In fact, I'm going to turn these around quickly just to show you, because this is what they can look like, but look at this. Wow, look at all these stamps that you are getting included. So 4 sets, beautiful detail. You've got some sentiments in there as well. I'm going to give you an example of what these could look like. Love that typewriter. I've got an old typewriter at home. I have. An old typewriter. Do you remember that, when we have to type letters out? And then it went to word processors. Yeah, I love my typewriter. I really do. It's really good for journaling and things like that. Right. Here's an example of what they could look like when they are stamped out. So what I love about stamps, they give you that precise detail, don't they? And then you get to... Oh, sorry. Hey. How are you doing? How are you doing? This is hurting my hip. So I'm now going to resume my previous position. Ooh, there you go. Oh, these are lovely. Look at this. Friendship, the gift that keeps giving. Happiness, spending time together. Love. Oh, and that beautiful design. Right, £78.30 is what they're currently standing at. Let's see what they originated from. Okay, so these are available. You'll see the individual item numbers. Okay, so all of these are available. You can go and have a look online. You can see that together, £79.26. So that floral fan elements, you get 34 stamps in that set. £24.60. And now you're paying £24.60 for all of them. See all of these? All of them. All of them. All of them. And that could be a new thing. All of them. We've not bopped while we shopped yet, have we? Shall we bop while we shop? All of them. Right, so £54.66 off the price. Think about what you're going to do with £54.66. Nearly 70% saving. These are fabulous, fabulous stamps. They really are. So again, you're getting the excellent quality. They are your polymer stamps, so you can see through, so you've got that precision in your stamping. Beautiful detail. I don't know which one is my favourite. I think it's got to be the typewriter. I love that. Fabulous for journaling. Yeah, really, really nice. But I do like the borders on here as well. Really nice design in that. And your sentiments. Happy birthday. You're invited. Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? The news today is special day today. Special day today. So if you're out and about and you buy something, and there's any change left over, it's pay it forward day, which means if you buy a cup of coffee and it's £1.95, if there's 5 pence left over, just leave it for the next person that comes along. Yeah, right, as if that's going to happen. As if that's going to happen. Leave the 5 pence. Actually, in the States, it's a penny. They have a they actually, it all originated, there is a penny pot when you go into garages, when you go into shops. And there's always like 1 cent left. So instead of putting that back in your pocket, you put that 1 cent in the pot, and then the next person that comes along, if they don't have that 1 cent, because maybe it's $1, 1 cent, you take it out and you use it. So that's where it originates from. But now we are getting more generous, so pay it forward means it needs to be more than 1 penny. Yes. Anyway, this is kind of like pay it forward, because the money you're saving here, you could actually maybe go and buy your friends breakfast or a coffee or a cake for the day. 8 of these left, £23.45. Now, Heather would like to see the design, so I'm going to turn these back around for you. The design's here, showing you in colour. Of course, they will stamp in whatever colour you use, but this just gives you an idea of what they're going to look like. Oh, hang on, my necklace is banging against my mic. Let me just move that out of the way. There you go. Sorry about that. And there you go. So those are the designs for you. We've only got 5 of these left, so Heather, if you do want these, you've seen them now, you've seen the designs, I would get in pretty quick. With only 4 left, it means if you're on the web, Heather, check out your baskets, you will get these. You too will pay the lowest price. And the lowest price will be locked at the end of the auction, and that's when your credit or debit card will be charged. If you're a Freedom member, that price right there, and it is still falling, includes your P&P. To become a Freedom member, 888 in your basket, and then you can take advantage of your craft price drop, and every single craft price drop, your P&P is included. It's a great way to shop. 2 of these left, just 2 of these fabulous stamps. 4 sets, just right. Is it just right for you? If it is just right for you, let that one be gone. And the last one is Alison in Leicester. Leicester. That's where I'm from. Leicester. 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 That's how we rock in Leicester. I do love Leicester. It's a great city. A very multicultural city, and we're very, very proud of it. We really, really are. Right. Let's move on. Let's move on to our next auction. We've had a very, very busy morning. It's great to have your company. We are broadcasting on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on our website. Now, people have been trying to guess what I am having for breakfast. Have we had any suggestions? Oh, Weetabix, other cereals are available. Sliced banana, good guess. No. Porridge, good guess. No. Toast and jam. Close. Very, very close. A baguette with cream cheese. No. No. Croissant. No. The toast and jam was very close. Very, very close. But it's not about me. It's not about my breakfast. It's not about Lottie Lot or Andy Andy. Handy Andy, that's our director, because he uses his hands. Handy Andy. And cute Katie, who's the floor manager today. Lovely Katie, doing such a great job. Right. What was that, Lottie Lot? Did you just say Katie was fit? She's fit. She exercises very well. Keeps herself in trim. Lovely, lovely Katie. And lovely, lovely Lottie, who walked to work this morning, so she's keeping fit as well. She's great. Right. We are moving on. Got some dies from Spellbinders. Love these. Saw these at when I came in this morning. That one is my favourite. Love that. Really, really do love that. Now, you are getting 4 dies in total. Beautiful floral style dies as well. Now, you are getting your flower box, your hibiscus corner, and your tiger lilies. 36.36 is now £17.45. That is an amazing deal. Love these dies, I really do. These are going to add that detail to your cards, to your scrapbooking, to your projects. Now, these are over half price, so do you know what? Grab them while you can. Love these. That's my favourite. Love that one there. I do love, though, the hibiscus corners. Yeah. And I love the tiger lilies, but I do love that price when it falls, and it is coming down again to £14.21. That is an excellent price. It really, really is. And you're getting 1, 2, 3 sets, 4 dies in total. Because this one here has 2 dies. Let me just pick one of those up. How tiny that is, but look at the detail that you're getting in that. I love that. Love that. I think that's fantastic. The middle one is still my favourite. The middle one is still my favourite. £13.69. Right. We have got 9 of these left. 9 of them left, which means we are very, very busy. 8 of these left. Right, if you're on the website, you can check out right now. You too will pay the lowest price along with everyone else. It's going down again. I can't believe that. Right. I say right a lot. Right. 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 Left, right, left. What's the opposite of right? It's left. What do we have left? 3. There you go. Brought it back in. 3 of these left at £12.34. 2 of them left at 035351. Who's going to get that last one? Jackie. Oh, Jackie in Huddersfield. Well done. You've got the final one. Well done. Everyone pays the lowest price, and in this instant, it was, or is, £12.34. Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations, everyone. Wow, that's it. My trolley is there. I have no more. It has all gone. I'll tell you what's not gone, and that's my breakfast, because that's all set to come. I am having toast, avocado, and sliced tomato. And I'm not just having one, I'm having 2 slices. Is that a round, or is a round 1, or a 2 round? Who knows? Anyway, it's been great to have your company. Our lovely Dave is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy your day here with Hochanda. Yes, Imagination Crafts Weekend Wow is coming with our lovely Dave. Tim Holt's one-day special will be up a little later on. And we've got more Imagination Crafts for you.
Hochanda have yet again partnered with Creative Events to bring you Hochanda Live, the inspirational craft, hobby and art roadshow. This is a show you don't want to miss. 2-day saver tickets for our show at the Kent County Showground on the 19th and 20th of May are now on sale at hochanda.com. We will be bringing you an amazing selection of our favourite crafters, including Chloe, Imagination Crafts, Indigo Blue, Phil Martin, Dawn Bibby and many more. There will also be opportunities for you to get crafty with a fantastic selection of demonstrations, as well as over 30 different make and takes. Hochanda will be filming throughout the day, so you can take part and become part of our live studio audience. But that's not it. Hochanda Live is much more than just your average craft show, as it offers you the option to have a real VIP experience too. VIP tickets will get you priority parking, priority entrance and early entry, access to your own exclusive lounge, discounts at participating stands, refreshments and a show goodie bag. So if you fancy an extra special treat, 2-day VIP tickets are available at hochanda.com. So what are you waiting for? Get your ticket here today and we'll see you there.
Enjoyed the demonstrations and they've watched us over and over again.
Make sure you don't miss our shows here on Hochanda.
Well, hopefully that's tempted you and kind of given you your mojo, your crafting mojo's back in full working order. Good morning, welcome along. Mandy is back with us, first time since November last year.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm super excited now with obviously coming with Crafts Companion now, so
absolutely.
It's wonderful.
Well, it's great to have you back with us. And tell us about your connection with imagination, because you've known Sue for quite a long time, haven't you?
I used to have a shop, and I met Sue through the trade.
Right.
And we hit it off straight away, absolutely hit, because we loved the products, couldn't wait to have them in, customers love them, and then she said, would you come and, would you like to come and work for me? Well, I'm not going to say no.
Absolutely not.
I'm not going to say no.
Well, you're here with us today, a show today and a show tomorrow as well. And the Weekend Wow is what we're talking about here. This is supposed to last until Sunday at 11 o'clock. Nearly 2/3 of the entire weekend stock has gone. It's all about mixed media. Take a little look at what we've got here. To start off with, the first thing you see are those gorgeous stencils. They're stunning, aren't they?
They are amazing, because you get these beautiful 2 A4 stencils in the kit, and you get I mean, Sue always says a lady with a Riviera scarf here reminds her of Audrey Hepburn. You know, you can imagine her driving a little red sports car around the Riviera with, you know, Matt Monroe playing in the background. Yeah. I thought it looked like I went Thelma and Louise.
Oh,
How
well,
differently
yeah,
we
I can
think.
see that, yeah.
And they've got this beautiful face, the calming image there with the face.
And also that scarf on the lady's neck, that can actually be a butterfly as well, couldn't it?
It's my first demo. I'm going to show you how I can create a butterfly with that. Yes.
So you get those big 2 A4 stencils, then beneath it you've then got these lovely stencils as well that are almost like doilies, aren't they?
That's our mandalas, and they're absolutely stunning. So you've got the larger mandala on its own there, and then you've got the ones that we've done it for the corners.
Sure.
So we've done it all for you, so it's nice and easy. But the detail in them is amazing when you do them.
Now, also, down the bottom, you've got rice papers. Now, we can't keep these in stock for love and money. Everybody's fallen in love with rice papers, and these are A3 in size. You get 2 of them, and then you've also got included this brand new Starlight's texture paste is stunning. This is in the most beautiful gold. We do have other colours of texture paste in the show as well, if you want to have a little look on our website. But this one is the antique gold that comes in the Weekend Wow. So all of that comes together. Should be £51.99 for the whole set. You're looking at just £41.99, so £10 off. And remember, nearly 2/3 of the stock has gone since yesterday, so it may not last until Sunday night at 11. It is also on FlexiBuy as well, so you can spread the cost of that into 2 payments of £21 if you want to spread it over 2 payments. Now, lots of you are shopping ahead of us as well. If you want to have a little look at our website, hochanda.com, you can see the other texture pastes that are brand new, wonderful colours, really unusual colours as well. We've got our decoupage glue that you can use with rice paper as well, structure paste as well. We had lots of sellouts yesterday, so if you fancy getting ahead of the game, now's the time to go and look at our website, hochanda.com. And we've also got an app now as well. If you want to download that from your app shop, have a little look and have a little play. Right then, Mandy, what are we doing first? First demo.
Well, first demo, I'm going to play with a canvas.
Right, okay.
And we're going to use the beautiful Riviera Lady, and I'm going to show you how to create beautiful butterfly wings with it.
Right.
I actually love the stencil, because when you get the stencil, there's so much more in the stencil than just the picture. We've got swirls in the stencil, we've got butterflies in the stencil, we've got her as a beautiful image. You can, you know, use it with the scarf, without the scarf. There's just so much you can do.
Sure.
So I'm going to put my seers on first. I can't see anything without looking at
fair enough.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is I've put in the centre of my canvas, and I've taped down the edges, and I have actually put a little bit of my Crafts Companion stick and spray on the back of my stencil, because what it is, because we're working with such a detailed stencil, I want to make sure it's completely down so that the paste doesn't get under.
And this stick and spray, that's the repositionable adhesive, it's not the permanent one. So
no, it's the repositionable. Yeah. And also then to clean them off afterwards, I use the stick away, which is absolutely brilliant. It cleans it all off again for you.
Good stuff.
Okay. So I'm starting off with the structure paste. And I love the structure paste. This is the structure paste that I've used lots of structure paste before, but this one is beautiful. It's got real marble dust into it. It's very smooth. It dries really quickly, about 15 minutes. If you know, it depends how thick you put it, but 15-minute dry time. It's carvable when it's dry as well. There's so many different techniques. You can paint with it, you can colour it up with your sprays, everything.
Now, this is one of those hero products from Imagination Crafts, and if you want it, it's only £10.99, and it comes also with its metal spatula that Mandy's using as well.
It's a huge pot. It's absolutely huge. So, like with all my paste, I will put it onto the back of my spatula, onto the flat, okay? Yep. And then when you're actually pasting it on, I'm going to put my paste down, and I need to keep this as flat as possible, and just do it nice and gentle across your stencil, okay?
It's wonderfully smooth, isn't it? I thought it would be quite gritty, but it looks so smooth.
This is absolutely brilliant. It's one of the, I mean, I have used a lot of paste, I love a paste. Everyone knows I love a paste. But this one is just so smooth. And for me, it's the drying time. It really is that, you know, that quick. And if you've got a...
Is it the marble powder that makes it dry quicker?
Yes, yes. It's very absorbent. And it's brilliant white. So when you put your colours onto it, it's going to keep the actual real colour of what you put on top of it as well. So I'm just going to peel that away so you can see. Okay. So we've got our... I've already done one, so we've got our second wing there, okay? Then I'll bring in my spraying booth. I know Leanne calls it a spraying booth, so I'll just pop that down there. So when that's dry, okay, so here's one I've dried already.
Right.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use, let me move that away for you. I'm going to take my mixed media ink spray, and I'm using the blue one here.
Now, these are in the show as well. We will go down the counter for you in a little while, just to give you all the details. But it's £12.99. You get 4 different colours, and you get light blue, green, yellow and white for £12.99. Sorry, yeah, £12.99.
So what I'm doing here, I'm just spritzing my canvas lightly with water, because I just want my ink to move.
Right.
Okay. I'd advise you to stand clear.
OK. Stand. I've got a white shirt on today.
Yeah, I'd stand clear. I'm trying to keep it as much as I can. But, so what I do with my ink then is I'm going to take it and I'm just going to spritz it onto my canvas, okay?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to let it run. I'm going to add some more water.
Oh, it's like my shirt. I've got a shirt like this. It's running.
Did I make it? Did I make it?
You could have done, actually.
Okay. So you just add, these are very high in pigment, these inks. So you just keep adding the colour as you want it. And then to get the drippage, as I like to call it, I just tap it down. And I always do it with my spray box when I catch any drips, okay? So there you go. I move that out of the way.
Look at that.
It's beautiful colour. I mean, look how, you know, bright that pigment is on there. So what you do now is we let that dry.
And the texture paste is actually making little channels that the ink can run through, isn't it?
It is, and it does actually resist it quite well as well. But I mean, if you want to keep that pristine, you could just take your baby wipe and dab it away from there. Of course, you can create effects. That's a different project altogether. You know? So you let that dry, and then this is the fun part. This is where we are going to start building our detail, and it's the detail that makes the project. Okay.
Is mixed media your big thing, your passion?
I love it.
Right.
I love it. Because I also find this mixed media, you can't go wrong.
No.
Because if you don't like something, what do? You gesso it and you start again.
Yeah, good
but
point.
There's so much you can do with your rice papers when you add in different layers. So you've got your pastes, your rice papers, your starlight paints, your sprays. You can use them all together, your texture bit, and that's what I'm going to show you now.
Okay, great.
So here's one that I've dried, and I have started to prep the background for you, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I've taped off my, you can see, I've taped off my wing, because I want to use that first, okay? I think I used that one because I've taped off her hair ready, okay? It's organised for you, isn't it? It's not very like me at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it back over my wings, okay? Doesn't matter, I'm not going to be that precise with it, because if I get a shadow, it's another look for me.
True.
You know? Yeah. This time, I'm going to take my Starlight wax. I'm using the black Starlight wax here. Again, this is beautiful. You can use it as a gilding around the edges. You can stencil with this. You can paint with this. You can stamp with this, and that's why it's different. We're the first people to bring out a water-based wax.
Well, I know lots of you actually went for this yesterday. Water-based, of course, means that there's no odour to it either, which normally with gilding waxes there is. You do get 3 colours. You get the black, the pearl and the white gold as well, and I'll go down and show you those a bit later, but they're in stock at the moment at £13.49 for the set of 3. Half the stock went yesterday. So.
Ooh, lovely. Get it where you can, as I say.
Yeah.
So, I'm using a sponge blender. You can use your brush. And I'm using a damp baby wipe. The reason why I use damp baby wipe is it makes the ink or the wax go further.
Right.
And also it makes it easier to, nice and smooth to spread. You don't have to do it, but that's how I prefer to do it, because I always think it's value. I get more out of my wax. So.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I pop it on there, just take some colour. I don't want to take too much. I don't want big blobs, so I don't want it to go underneath. Okay. And then what I'm going to do then is you can pounce, you can go nice. You know, go like this if you want to. I'm pouncing because I want that sparkle. And with the Starlight paints and the Starlight waxes, the more you pounce, the more you pull the metal to the surface.
Okay.
And the more sparkle you get.
Also, the less likely you are to get the wax underneath the stencil if you pounce vertically.
Yes, yes. If you're not used to it, yeah. If you can do it gently, it's not too bad. But I just like to get a really, really black outline, but I love to get the sparkle. Okay. So we just pounce that through. I always love the reveal. It's the reveal that's everything in these, isn't it? Okay, let's just do that quickly for you there. Okay, so we're starting to build our layers.
Here it comes.
Okay, what I did forget to mention was before I started, if you can see the wings are slightly lighter here.
Yes.
All I've done is added some gesso just to make it pop from the background before I've done that. Okay, so we coloured the other wing in now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm then going to take my script stencil from the set of 3 we have with the wood grain, the script, and the weather wash. And I'm just going to, I'll just take down, because I only want the little tiny piece of it. So I'm going to pop that.
Now, we've got the details on the screen if you want the handwriting, weather wash and wood grain stencil. $14.97 for the set of 3 of those. Nearly limited stock, though, on those, so if you fancy getting the stencil and the other 2, that could be the next fad. So.
I mean, I use this for everything. The stencil, the script stencil, I mean, there's nothing really that I don't use on. So all my demos have got it on. There you go. So again, I'm just bouncing through my stencil. I'm just creating a background. Okay. So if I lift that up there, I've got the background. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay.
Isn't it fine as well? I thought the stencil's quite deceptive. It looked as if it could be quite chunky writing, but it's incredibly fine, as you can see.
And the detail, it takes up the detail absolutely pristine, isn't it, on there?
I don't know what it says, but it doesn't matter, does it? It's just decoration.
Even my look as well, I don't know what it says. No, it says. Right then, so now next thing we're going to start building other things in our background. And this is where I like a little bit of fun with these now. Okay. So I'm going to create some circles in the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of black gesso. Pop that there, silly. I should have opened that already. I'm going to take a tiny bit of black gesso, okay, and I'm going to pop it on my mat.
Oh, that is jet black as well, isn't it?
It is gorgeous, yes. Okay. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to pop that on there, okay, and then I'm going to take my stamp, which is the lid of my pot.
Oh, okay.
I want circles. I can't draw circles, so we're going to do this for circles. Okay. It's getting messy already. That's what cool. I'm a crafter.
That's all right. That's fine.
Okay.
Clean hands after you've done crafting is not a good look, is it? You need to.
I can't do clean. I've tried it, and I get in a worse mess doing that way than I do in other ways. So what I'm doing, I'm just popping the lid. I'm just taking off a little bit. I don't want to. I only want to give it my outer line. So I'm just going to use that then as a stamp, as a guide for where I want to be. Okay. And I'll pop one down there. Pop half one there. So you can see how easy. Go for 3, I think. 3 is a nice number, isn't it?
3 works in crafting, doesn't it?
You just go for odds, don't you?
Yeah, the odds. Odds all the way. Like in flower arranging.
So I'm just going to quickly blast dry that. It took me 2 seconds. It's only gesso. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the structure paste as a paint. Okay. So I'm using the ink sprays and the structure paste then as the paint. Oh, it's new heat gun. You can smell that. It's new heat gun. Okay. So let me just clear that out of the way because I'm bound to put my hand in it. There we go. So I've got my structure paste. And this is so quick and easy to do. So I'm putting a little bit of structure paste on there. Because what I want a sort of a textured paint and not a flat paint. Okay. Then I got my yellow spray and my blue spray. Okay. And I'm just going to pump a little bit of each colour.
Oh, you can actually colour the texture paste.
Yes, it's all coloured. I'm going to put little bits in, okay? And then when I mix that in, really quickly.
Gorgeous colour.
Yeah, see? So I can use these to colour my pastes. I've even used them with the platinum and the texture and the texture paste. I've used this to colour it before, to add a little bit of tints. I still wanted the grittiness. And I've used the Starlight paints as well to give it a hint of colour.
So everything works together.
Exactly, and that's what it's like. That's what it's great about our products. Okay. So I'm just going to really, really quickly and easily just paint it in. So we're using this now, the structure paste, as a paint. Okay.
I didn't realise you could do that.
Yeah. See.
Just experiment, have a play, have a dabble. Get a few things, mix them all together, see what results you get.
That's exactly what mixed media is about. It's exactly what we liked. We like everyone to use all the products you got. Use all the products together. Your texture paste, your structure paste, everything. Your rice papers.
Now remember, the Weekend Wow, that nearly 2/3 of the entire weekend stock's gone, is a brilliant starter. If you looked at mixed media and thought, oh, I don't really know where to start, you've got an awful lot in there to get you going, which is fantastic. The brand new gold texture paste is in there, 4 stencils, plus you've got the 2 sheets of the rice paper, and also instructions how to actually use the rice paper are included in it as well. A tip sheet, so if you can see, so I'm printed on both sides, front and back, but if you're never quite sure about how to actually use the rice paper, how to put it on plates, how to put it on like trays or anything, or even on fabric, it's all in the instructions. So that's included in your Weekend Wow as well.
Because so many crafters asked Sue, what else can I do with rice papers? How do I use the rice papers? And so that's why she's put that sheet together, and it is amazing. It's a lovely sheet. And of course, I don't do right reading. I like pictures.
Yeah,
I've got pictures there as well. Pictures make sense to me.
Yeah.
There you go. So just really roughly, because I go around the outline then when it's dry with a black pen. Okay. I'll pop that in there, so you can see how we can use everything together. So I'm quickly blast dry.
It's looking great.
Okay.
Now, if you've got any questions, of course, today, we're on Facebook Live, so you can either contact us through that, or you can email studio@hochanda.com. Because obviously we're doing lots of techniques here, maybe that are new to you. So if you've got a question that's burning away, get in touch and we'll try and answer it for you in any of our shows today.
You can see how sparkly the wax is.
Yes.
Brilliant sheen on that. I love it. Okay, so we're building up now. You can see we're building it and it's starting to come forward all the time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to stamp with my starlights. It's another brilliant way of using your starlights. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of the starlight. Quickly clean my knife. I am a messy craft, I really am.
So we're using the Starlight wax again, are we?
Yes, so I'm taking just a little bit. That's probably far too much, but I'm taking a little bit there. Okay. And so I'm back to using my tool.
Right.
And I have one of the lovely texture stamps here. I don't know whether... I've still got them, I don't know. Okay. So I've got one of the lovely little textures from the new art texture stamps.
Right.
Okay. And again, I'm using a baby wipe. So what this slightly damp, but what you do is you wipe your stamp, okay? It stops it sticking, it's easier to clean then. So damp it down with a baby wipe.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Take this, you don't want big blobs of this because you don't want it to go down into your stamp, which I'll just take that little bit there, okay? And then I use my foam tool as an ink pad, basically, okay?
Yeah.
Pop that there. And then I'm going to start building some stamped images around the edges to create a border. Okay.
Now, we've actually got these stamps available. We'll show them to you in just a second, but they are also in the show. They're only $11.98 and you get 2 sets of the reflections and the rockfall.
They are lovely. We have a beautiful sample where we've used, Jennifer has used one of the stamps as a background stamps as actual reflection. It's in the pile there with a deer on it. But how the idea, it just looks so... That's the one there. Yeah, so she's taken one of the stamps there and stamped it to create, looks like a reflection. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
That is gorgeous, isn't it?
She's so clever. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer, nice one. Really lovely. Now, these are the stamps that you're actually getting. If I show you, you get sets of 4, 2 sets of 4. So there we are, look, reflections and rockfall. You get all of those for just £11.98. So great for your mixed media, great also for your card making as well, but great when you just want to add texture. Whether you're stamping into like a texture paste or whether you're actually stamping with an ink or whatever you're doing.
They're so versatile, so much you can do with them. And they give you that finishing touch to your projects. So as you can see, I'm just stamping from both sides of my stamp. I just reverse things and things. Yeah. But can you see, hope you can see, the sparkle?
Yes,
and all that detail. So though you're using the wax, you get all the detail from the stamp.
So what's actually in the wax then? Is it like a glitter or...?
Nope, it's actual real crushed gilding flakes, like the Starlight paints. It's not a mica in there, it's real, and that's what gives that sparkle. So when you pounce it, you pull that metal to the surface, and that gives you the sparkle.
Right, OK. Yeah. So that's the top technique on how you actually apply it, and we will go through all the waxes we've got on the show as well. It's water-based, remember, too, which is important.
They're lovely, aren't they? Okay, so you can see now,
Yeah.
lots of detail going on. But we want to add this. Now this beautiful swirl, I'm going to use the texture paste. And again, this is beautiful. It's actually got crystals in it, and that's what gives us the texture. But you can crush those crystals as well to paint with, which I'm going to show you.
Oh, look at the texture of this.
On a plate. You can
Okay.
use it on glass as well, so I'm going to show you that.
That's another demo coming up soon.
Yes. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm using the same stencil, but I'm going to use her hair
Okay.
as my swirl,
Why not?
because it's beautiful. Again, just think of different ways you can use them.
So although it's a lady wearing a lovely scarf, it can be a butterfly, and now it can be a flourish. So
Exactly. So there's lots you can do, so I'm just going to mask a bit more there. Okay. Right. I'm going to take my knife. I just love this paste. That's such a gorgeous colour, isn't it, as well?
the pastes actually come in different colours. I've got the boards here to show you. The set, you get one texture paste, obviously, in the Weekend Wow, which is the antique gold, or you can go for each of them individually at £9.99, and these are the colours. Antique gold, of course, is what comes in your Weekend Wow. The platinum, look at that. It's like champagne, isn't it? Then you've got Malahit, what a great name. That's almost like black gold. And then you've got the dark orchid. So these are the textured pastes, of which we're using the antique gold at the moment in the demonstration. The dark orchid is in the lead. That's the one that's most popular, evidently. And that was used, actually, if I just show you this.
Beautiful colour, isn't it?
The actual fairy is made out of the dark orchid.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And the green's been used on the bottom as well.
Yeah.
As well as the gold, yeah. It's lovely.
2/3 of the dark orchid is now gone. And that's the antique gold that's been used on that butterfly there, on that particular one as well. Just showing you a couple of other finished samples, which look amazing. Right, back to you.
Yeah, we have to go for some samples. Samples are stunning.
Yeah.
Thank you, girls. Our design team have worked wonders with it and really have, at short, and quite a small time as well. So when you peel, I've put the stencil there, and when I peel it back now, you can see.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful, beautiful detail and the structure paste, that depth.
Absolutely.
As
There's
well.
so much height
Yes.
to it. Gorgeous.
And remember that our paste, we like everything's reusable. So when you finish with the stencil, remember to scrape it,
Put it
and
back
put it
in
back
the
in.
pot. Yep.
Yep, and that's what you're going to do. And then just wash your stencil. Okay. There we go again on my mat. I'm not wasting that either. That's going back in the pot.
Lovely.
Okay. So
And that dries a slightly lighter colour, does it?
I have actually used two different colours on here
Oh,
to
right,
show you.
right.
Yeah. So this is the rich gold, and then what I've done here, this is what I want to tell you how I've mixed the colours. So in this one here, I've added platinum as well.
Oh, mixed it together. Right,
Yeah,
got you.
So I want to show you that. So I've got, this is the beautiful gold in the kit.
Yeah.
If you mix it with the platinum,
That's what you get.
you can change the colours. That's what I said about changing the colours. Okay. So that then will be dried, it says. And then the finished one here, what I've done then, I've just gone round the edge with my Starlight wax, so you can see the sparkle. And I've added some Just Pearls to finish it there.
Beautiful. Well, that's our first demo, and we've got 2 more to come from Mandy before the end of the show as well. But high time I gave you a few more bits of information about what's in the show and the products in the show. 2/3, remember, of the Weekend Wow is gone. You get 4 stencils in the Weekend Wow. You get the antique gold texture paste, and you also, of course, get 2 of those rice papers as well. And a full instruction tip sheet comes with it to show you how to actually use the rice papers as well. And they can be used on, obviously, solid things like wood, on glass. You can use them on fabrics as well.
Fabric with a decoupage fabric glue, which is amazing.
And that's in the
that
show.
makes it waterproof and washable.
OK, well, let's remind you then of what you can do if you invest in some Imagination Crafts goodies. Take a little look at this. So those are some of the finished samples and giving you inspirations to what you can do with the Imagination Crafts Weekend Wow. Let me run through again what's in the Weekend Wow for you. I forgot to mention earlier on, you also get those 3 tubs of the artsy stone as well. They're included with your wonderful Weekend Wow for that texture. So you get the small, the medium and the large the artsy stone beads as well. Then you're getting, of course, the 4 stencils. You've got the 2 large A4s at the top there with the face and that butterfly and that scarf and that lady's flowing hair. It's absolutely lovely. So if you don't want to use the actual lady image, you don't have to. Then beneath that, you've then got the mandalas. These are amazing. Absolutely packed with detail. Imagine the sort of effects you can create, whether it's on, again, fabrics, cardstock or furniture. Then you get your texture paste in the antique gold, and you've also then got 2 of those fantastic A3 rice papers. I'll just hold them up for you. I've got them here to show you. There's one with the old-fashioned bug car, which is rather lovely, and you've got musical notes and butterflies and flowers on there as well. That's the first one. And the second rice paper that comes in your Weekend Wow is the old-fashioned bicycle with the flowers on the front, the script in the background. Beautiful, isn't it? So 2 rice papers, 4 stencils, the 3 tubs of artsy stone and the brand new antique gold texture paste. A wonderful way to start if you've maybe not done much mixed media. We just want to top up your stock. It's on 2 flexi buys as well. You save £10 off the price, and it's just £21 today and £21 in 4 weeks' time. That's if you're a Freedom member. Otherwise, it's plus the P&P on the first payment today. Just to show you, again, a couple of the things that have been done with the Weekend Wow. A few of the finished cards here are wonderful. There's a book that's been covered with it. Look at this beautiful canvas as well. That's been done using the stencil. Here, another one. Again, using lots of items that are actually in the show today. There you've got, we've got these stencils, obviously the butterfly is from that one that we showed you in the Weekend Wow. This is one of the script stencils that we used in the demonstration a few minutes ago as well. That's using texture paste as well. Stunning works of art, and you could be creating something just like that yourself with the Weekend Wow. So that's proving very popular. 811088 is your item number there. And let's have a little look at the other texture paste that are just down there. These are brand new, okay? Now the Dark Orchid is the most popular. I'll show you the colours there. That lovely dark purple. 2/3 of the stock has gone on the Dark Orchid. They're only £9.99 each. Malahit is that lovely goldy green, which is beautiful. Platinum, I think it's my favourite. And then Antique Gold is the 4th one there. And that is what you're getting in the Wow, obviously. So if you're going to go maybe for another one, maybe you want to mix the Platinum and the Antique Gold together like Mandy did, that's something that you can do. Just add that to your order today for £9.99. Now, also, if you look at the plates, aren't they stunning? Beautifully done, beautifully decorated, using, of course, the stylized stencils, all of that. OK, now more rice papers just over here. We've got a set of 6 rice papers, 3 designs, 2 of each, and they are just nothing short of stunning. If I hold this big canvas up that's behind us just here, this has got an awful lot going on in it, obviously. You've got lots of texture, but you've also got the rice papers used here as well. And I'll show you the glue that you need to use with the rice papers in just a second. But don't forget, the Weekend Wow comes with instructions how to use the rice paper, and we'll do a demo with it soon. There's that lovely face. That face stencil that we've got on the Weekend Wow, that's been used with the texture paste there brilliantly. And you can also, of course, use some of the stencils if you want to, not just for your art for the walls, but also maybe art for your clothing. How cool is that? We've got the fabric starlights, so they're on the show as well. But just another idea of how you can use some of these fantastic products. Also, on the tip sheet, Sue shows you how to actually make the rice papers washable as well on fabric, so that's on there as well. And that's using the fabric decoupage glue, which is this just here. So here's 2 tubes of the fabric decoupage glue if you'd like to order that today to go with your rice paper. Here it is. You get both of them for £11.99, 2 120 mils, so 240 mils in total. And 737114 is your item number, and these shoes have been decorated with the rice paper and using the decoupage glue, so they look absolutely stunning. They will cost, if you bought those, they will cost you a small fortune. You can well, I can just imagine Leonie wearing these. These are right up her street. They may even be hers for all I know. But that's a stunning way of using the rice paper. So that's that, if you'd like it, 737114. We then go on to our fantastic text or structure paste, which is just here, and the spatula as well. There's your structure paste, and that's what we use right at the very beginning of the show. So we'll show you the structure paste in just a second. Metal spatula included, £10.99, and you get a lot in there. You've actually got 250 mils, so 1/4 of a litre of structure paste in there, and it's incredibly smooth and it dries really quick. It's got the marble powder in it, so it does dry very, very quickly indeed. Busy for that for this morning. It's £10.99 and it's 976 926, I think it was. Yeah, right. So just as it went off the screen there. Then we've got next. Now these can be used as stencils, but they're also first and foremost are magic cuts, so you can actually snip into them and use them. They're made from like a grey board material, so they're very, very strong. Great for using with your gesso and that sort of thing, but you can stencil through them as well as use them as individual items, and the snippability is superb. You can spray through them as well, you can ink them. You've got all 4 designs and there's 2 of each. There's a set of 8 in total. You've got the butterflies that are die cut, they just pop out, and then that wonderful lace one just down the bottom there, that one there is quite gorgeous. Look at that, the detail in that's amazing, isn't it? So all of the 8 magic cuts, just £14.99. We've got a £9 discount on that, £9 saving from £23.99 to £14.99. Now we then go on to our Starlights paints, which are hugely popular. This is a hero product from Imagination Crafts, the metallic paint, and you've got all 4, and these colourways have been hand selected for you. So you've got your 2 shades of blue, you've got your blue, you've got your, that's called heather, no, that's lilac blue, that one's mint, that's your pink sunset, and then we've got the heather at the end there. And you can just see how much sparkle there is in the Starlights. They are hugely popular all the time. 041 880 is your item number if you'd like those. Then we have the sprays. Now we used the sprays, of course, or Mandy did in the demonstration right at the beginning. Now these are the fashion sprays. So these are for your textiles, okay? Okay, the other inks aren't the fabric ones. These are for fabrics. The mixed media ones that Mandy was using you'll find on the website. But these are the fashion sprays. So you've got here, again, all 4 colours, blue, white, turquoise and that pink. 1996, and this is washable as well when it's actually applied and dried. So that's 493820. They're new today as well. If you want to use the stencils on your fabrics, then that's what you need to go for. Then we have something that we were using in the demo, the Imagination Wax. Now this is water-based, so there's no nasty nifs to it. But remember, what you've got in there is the crushed actually gilding flakes that's in there, and it's when you tap it with your dauber that it actually brings the metal to the surface. So it's incredible. We were using the black in the demo, but you're also getting the white with this one, or pearl, and you've also got your white gold as well, which is like a lovely champagne colour. If I just open this to show you inside it and lift the lid off, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that just delightful? Imagine using those. You get all 3. You don't choose. You get all 3 colours for £13.49. But the sparkle in that is loaded, absolutely fully loaded. And then down the end here, we have more gorgeous stencils for you. Let's have a little look at these. A4 stencils. Oops. A4 stencils, you get all of these, and remember, like Mandy said, you can just take elements out of the stencil if you wish. So you've got the fairy sat on the moon, you've got the elephants, you've got the fairy sat on the flower, and you've also got this wonderful Art Deco lady at the front there as well. Just to give you a few ideas, here's a bag for life that's been decorated with that beautiful fairy sat on the moon. Here we've got the elephants, mummy elephant or daddy elephant, all the babies following on. Beautiful, and that's using that wonderful orchid paste. Over half the stock of this is gone, these stencils. Here's just a beautiful card made with one of the elephants. Maybe you've got an elephant fan in the family. Lovely, isn't it? Perfect size for like an 8x8 card. Again, using some of the texture paste here with the fairy just perched on one of the little stencils we showed you a few minutes ago. And here's another mixed media one on a canvas. Gorgeous. So, everything you need, really, to create wonderful, bespoke works of art in your home. 194592 if you'd like those stencils. They're new today, or new yesterday, at £23.97. Now, loads and loads of products for you from Imagination Crafts on the website. If you take a little look at Hochanda.com, that's where it'll all be. There's the script look that we showed you and used in the last demonstration, the handwriting, the weather. They're going to go very quickly. £14.97 for those 3. Lots of other goodies there, of course, as well. The magic cuts are there. Excellent. OK, so have a little look at the website, take your time and fill your basket and check out, and it'll be on its way straight away for you. All right, demo number 2 then, Mandy.
Yay. Right. I've got a confession to make about this one.
Go on.
I've had to skip onto this bit because my first demo plate I dropped coming out the car.
Oh, no.
But we're no true crafter. We're going to carry on this one, OK? So there would have been another step just to show you how to do it, but I'm going to do it on this plate instead, OK?
Right. Yep.
So what I've taken now, I've put it on top of this canvas so you can see it better because it's reflecting on there for you. So I'm going to be using the Starlight paints. I'm using the heather and the pink sunset, and I'm using one that's beautiful, the large mandala. I absolutely love these.
So the Starlight paints can be used on all sorts of surfaces, can they?
Wood, metal, card. There's so many things you can. MDF.
Wow,
you don't even have to prime things; they just go straight on.
Excellent.
There's so much potential. And then colour your paste with them, so you get beautiful subtle sheen if you put it in structure paste. Add it to gessos. Endless, honestly, it's endless.
Brilliant.
I could be all day just talking about that. Just
You could,
do
yeah.
techniques just with starlights and gesso and things. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got my lovely stippling brushes. Okay. So I'm going to just take some colour and I'm going to soften it down. Because what I don't want to do is take a big blob of paint and then it'll go underneath my stencil.
Right.
Okay. So it's better to add thin layers. Okay.
Now the stencil brushes, always popular. They're in stock and they're on the bottom of the screen right now. 3 of them for just £9.99, so £3.33 each. Do you have to keep them kind of colour specific or not? Do you just wash them out each time you use them? Or?
I just wash them out.
Yeah.
They wash out the water because they're water based, so they wash
okay.
out. They wash out lovely. So what I've done first of all, my stencils, I have actually spritzed the back of it with the stick and spray, the repositionable one, and then I'm going to lightly just stipple through. Okay. So you're just stippling through all that beautiful detail in the stencil.
They are a true hero product of Imagination Crafts, aren't they, Starlights?
These, I mean, they're amazing starlights. And of course we have the textile version of them, but with these starlights here, if you're going to use them onto your bag, if you use the decoupage glue, fabric decoupage glue, then you can seal it on, they become washable.
Oh, right. So you put that glue over the top of the paint?
Yes,
or...
you seal it in,
right.
yeah. Amazing, that is an amazing product. If you haven't got that in your basket, I think you should get it in there.
Decoupage glue?
Yes, it makes your paper waterproof.
Right.
And it's a fabulous product, fabulous glue anyway, as well.
Well, if you want that, it's on the bottom of the screen. 2 pots, remember, for £11.99, so it's a real must-have.
Yes. Oh, I definitely think that's got to be in your crafting stash. Because don't forget, you can use it on. You can put your rice papers and use these stencils onto your furniture, so you can upcycle your furniture. You know, just bring it up to date. So if you're just bored of a piece, I would say rather than think, oh, I don't want that anymore, I'll paint it first, then see if I want it.
And don't they blend beautifully too? Those two colours just go together so
yes. Well. Lots of light tapping. You can use your sponge. I prefer using my stippling brush because I like that. Sue likes to use a sponge, but it's as whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just keep adding then. I'll just add one more pink and I'll move on to the next bit for you. Okay, but you just keep going and I just slightly blend over the edge then to give that soft blend look as well. Okay. But what I do then with my plates, I do it on a heat, this is a heat-proof plate, okay? So what I'll do then, once I put a layer on, I pop it into the oven on a low setting. In my oven, it's 120°C. It's sort of meringue setting, as Sue says.
Right.
And I bake it for about a quarter of an hour.
Okay.
Take it out, cool it down, and then next layer go on then. Then that's baked on, and it can be washed then, hand washed.
Got you.
Okay. So when you lift up the stencil,
Oh, wow, look.
okay, if you can see that clearly, yes, beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning.
So I'm going to work on the dry pieces.
Okay. How long would that take to dry, did you say?
It doesn't take a long time to dry at all, but if you want to make it, set it for washing, you need to bake it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. But they do dry pretty quick. But on glass, it's going to take a little bit longer, obviously, because it's a shiny surface. Okay. I've just got to remember that that's the wet one. Remind me, that's the wet one. If you see me going in for that bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... That will go back in my pot. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to take the beautiful texture paste.
The antique gold.
Yeah, that's in your weekend wow. Okay. And I am going to put some onto my mat. And this is where it's another technique with it, because you've got all these beautiful crystals in there for your texture, but we can crush them down and we can start painting with it, okay? But any of the crystals that are left, any of the bits, just put them back in your pot, because it's texture, just put it back in, don't throw it away, okay? So now I'm going to take my brush, okay, and I'm going to, again, I'm going to work in light coats, but when you see this on here, I'm going to stipple over, because what you're going to do then is I can bake this on like the other paints.
Oh, okay, that can be baked as well. Right.
Yes. Yeah. So what happened is I am just getting the base colour out, this beautiful starlight that's in there. But it's such a rich, rich gold.
It is.
It really is. The underlying paint is so umptuous, you know, so I can't, you know, it's just
Well, not only is it a lovely
gorgeous.
rich colour, but having that texture to it as well really adds an awful lot.
Yes. Because you can crush these crystals out, you could actually make it smooth as
Right,
well
okay.
by taking the crystals away.
I like the texture though, don't you?
Oh, I love texture. I love a bit of texture and anything, yeah. I've got so much art at home with, you know, all the things we make and produce. And
I can only imagine the sort of background this is going to create when you see this turned over eventually. It's going to look $1 million.
And I'm just doing a quick coat because I probably do another coat. But what I could do then, you see, is if I do this coat here now and I'll bake it on, then what I can do is go over the back of it, if I wanted to, with my Starlight again, so that any areas that maybe are thinner, then that colour will show through when it hits the light. And it's absolutely gorgeous when you do that. Okay, so there you go. But you can see, I'll just do this end here. You done?
You don't have to spend a fortune on plates. This wouldn't have been a very expensive plate, I would have thought.
No, I don't buy expensive plates.
No.
Yeah, I don't buy expensive plates, no. But when you've finished, it looks expensive.
It looks expensive,
That's
absolutely.
yeah, that's the thing,
Of course,
isn't
you
it?
could be doing these and making these to sell. Lots of people do. If you're looking for another kind of crafty angle of things to make and sell.
Since Sue done the plates in the shows last year, people got mad for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely mad with the rice papers to put on there. I mean, Sue is the a true artist when it comes to the rice papers and the plates.
If you wanted to put the rice paper on this plate, would you use that decoupage glue again, or would you use a different glue?
Yes,
for
no,
that?
I'd use that decoupage
Right.
glue because it would dry clear.
Okay.
You wouldn't use normal glue because it may leave marks.
Right.
Yeah, that's why that glue is essential. It really is good. So when I turn this over now,
Oh my word! Look.
and this is just, I pop it down there. Do you want to hold? You
Yeah.
just angle it. There you
Just
go.
angle it to the camera so you can see just.
Look at that
how-
rich, gorgeous shimmer, and the shimmer. And that is just one thin coat on there of your texture paste. So again, it's making that texture paste to use other things as well.
Well, that
I
doesn't
mean,
make you want the texture paste. I don't know what
love it,
does.
it's gorgeous.
But also, it's gone over the top, of course, of the Starlight's paints, and it still lets that really shine through. So they both work together so well.
And another version I done using the stencils, but I've used Starlight paints on the back. You'll find the black on the website, but it's just to give you a different version of it. So it's a more modern take on it.
Wow, I love it.
But I love the gold. I'm sorry, the texture paste for me is my favourite. I think it's just stunning.
So that is Starlight's paint, is it?
Starlights, all Starlights on
Yep.
this plate. Yeah, it's all been baked.
Okay.
And this is Starlights and your texture paste.
And the texture paste,
Yes.
which is the gold, obviously, there. So the texture paste, remember, this gold is in your Weekend Wow. So if you're looking to get the best value for money, then Weekend Wow is probably the best thing to go for right now. £10 off, and lots of new products in there as well, and 2 rice papers. And don't forget, you do get the 3 tubs of the artsy stones as well, the fine, the medium, and the large. And also the board for the texture paste, which is... Oh, here. If you're looking for the different colours of the texture paste, there we go, look. You've got the antique gold, which is that one there, in the Weekend Wow. The platinum is available separately as well. So is the malahit, which is that green gold. And then you've got the dark orchid, which is the most popular one of all. And just showing you some of the finished products again. Let's have a little look at some of the others that are just here. Look at what, there we are, there's that fairy, and the flowers, of course, as well, and the butterfly, all done in that wonderful dark orchid, which is the one that's probably going to stand out the first.
And the artsy stones in there look amazing.
That's what that is down the bottom. That's the large ones,
Yes,
isn't
you
it?
add an instant texture, instant depth to your projects, for your card making, for your, and for your mixed media.
Superb.
Fabulous.
So if you fancy going for the Starlight texture paste, remember, if you want to go for all 4 of them, you only pay 1p and p, 'cause it's the same item number. £21, though, today buys you your Weekend Wow. That's the first flexi-buy payment, and then £21 in 4 weeks' time. Plus the P&P today if you're not a Freedom member, but if you are, that's a delivered price. OK, so let's remind you, should we do a recap and come back for the next demo?
You can.
OK, we'll give you a quick recap. Have a little look at the website, which is hochanda.com. That's where you'll see all of these fantastic products and all of the texture paste as well. You've got the malahit, the platinum, you've got the fabric decoupage glues as well, 120 mils, remember. That's one of the hero products that Mandy was talking about. $11.99, 737 114. Also, we've got the structure paste as well. Should we go down the counter or just do a couple of things? We'll just do the Wow. OK, the Weekend Wow, there it is if you want it. 4 stencils, 2 rice papers and the texture paste. And remember, you've got the 3 bottles of the artsy stone as well. Let's just show up a few more of the finished samples that we got here, just so we can show you what some of the design team have been working on. There we go. Now, these are the artsy stones that have been used down here for texture. There we go. Here we've got one of those papers. There we go, look, that's been used beautifully. and that's been put onto the tag. Isn't that lovely? Those rice papers are gorgeous, and that's that image there from the rice papers. You don't have to use the whole thing, and you can just tear it. Always better to tear rather than to cut rice paper. It always tends to blend more beautifully if you tear it. And there on this one, remember, the other one has got the old-fashioned car, the bird cage, the postcard on there as well with the regal crown. It's beautiful, isn't it? Just to show you again another canvas that's been made just there. I showed you that one a few minutes ago, didn't I? Absolutely stunning. So if you want to go for the weekend wow, it's still available. But remember, we had a big launch of this yesterday. You can order yours today. That's £21 is all you pay with the P&P. Of course, if you're not a Freedom member, then £21 in 4 weeks. Now, over 2/3 of the entire stock is gone of the weekend wow. That's what you get. The 4 stencils, 2 sheets of rice paper, and, of course, the 3 tubs of the artsy stone as well. Now, the last demo from Mandy in this show is going to be fabric-based and using the fantastic rice papers. So if you're looking at the rice paper thinking, I don't quite get it, I don't really know how to use them, how it works, couldn't be simpler, really, could it?
This is such a... I thought I'd do this last week. It's such an easy demo.
Yep.
Just to show you that, you know, move over Vivian. I'm in town now, I'm going to design my own clothes. So it's just, that's how easy it is, and why not, isn't it? So you can do individual clothes, you know, for yourself and for your friends, for your family. So I'm using this lovely, iconic...
The bug,
yeah, the bug from the A3 ones there. I've also cut out the crown and a butterfly from it as well.
Right.
Okay. So all you do, I've got my beautiful fabric decoupage glue. It's beautiful. It's so soft as well, easy to apply. So what you're going to do is I'm going to apply this glue, just brush it on gently to the back of my image. Okay.
You said it does dry clear, does it?
Yes, it does. Yeah. This is the magic ingredient that's going to make this washable. Okay. This is the main thing. So there you go. We've got the first bit done already.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's going to be central. We're just...
I've got faith.
I got faith. I don't know about that. Okay. So I'm just going to pop that down there. Okay. Make sure it's nice and flat. Okay. Okay. So I'm popping that down. You see, I'm making sure it's nice and flat onto the fabric. Okay. And what you do, make sure when you're doing this that you seal right up over the edge, okay?
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to bond it to your clothes and what's going to make it washable.
This reminds me of when I was a kid, like going to the T-shirt transfer shops and picking a transfer and then putting the big iron down on it. And this is a much easier way of doing it at home.
Yes, and it's and you're designing it.
Yeah.
You know. You can pick anything off any of your rice papers. You can use the rice paper in a square and just do a complete background, you know. It's up to you. It's your piece of art.
Well, it then becomes wearable art, doesn't it, at the end of the day?
Exactly, that's what I like to call it, wearable art. Brilliant. So then I'm going to put the glue back on my butterfly. Okay.
Well, think of all those rice papers that you see on shows, maybe with Leonie and that sort of thing, not just in the Imagination Craft shows. And then think about how you can use them. If you use them on things like trays at the moment and your canvases, now think about using them on fabrics, and with the, you know, hopefully the summer weather on the way.
Is it?
Get some plain T-shirts. Just get some plain everyday T-shirts for next to nothing, and or maybe just reinvent ones you've already got.
I got on to say, this here is a £3.50 T-shirt from a well-known chain, and I just thought, you know, you can't go wrong, can you, for £3.50? But when I finished it, I'll let you buy it for £13.50 or £15, you know. If you ask me nicely, I might let you. So now I pop the crown on now, and again, I'm going to make sure those edges are just sealed down. Okay, so when that dries, I let it dry, and then what I do is I put a second coat on.
Right.
To make sure it's absolutely sealed down. I let it dry, and then that is washable.
And it doesn't dry crispy and stiff, it's still flexible?
Still flexible, and the more you wash it, the softer it gets.
Great.
It's really, really good. So that's your first stage.
We're so busy for that decoupage glue, by the way. £11.99 for 2 tubes, and it's 120 ml, so 240 ml in total. I'd buy it just for that purpose, but you can use that, obviously, on your solids as well, not just fabrics.
OK. So what I've done here now, I've gone ahead and I've started stenciling it.
Ooh.
It's skew whiff. I did it skew whiff purposely on this one.
Right.
OK, I'll tell you what, I didn't actually. I didn't realise I'd done it skew whiff. So what I'm going to use now is I'm going to use this beautiful Sparkle Medium textile paste, which is washable Sparkle Medium. OK. And it's absolutely, it is soft.
And we have this in the show as well, I believe.
Yes. It's 3 colours. You get the copper and the gold and the silver. Right. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful. But what I did before I did anything is I made myself, I traced around my beetle and I made myself a little template because I didn't want to stencil on top of my beetle. Okay, so all you do, you can see how many times I've used it as well, you see. So I get a little spritz of this on the back, it's a little bit. I don't want to end up tearing my paper. I'm just going to pop that there, just to protect the bits I don't want the silver paste on. Okay. Then I'm taking the corner mandala from the wow, okay, and I'm just going to use a piece of it. Right. So I just want to use the bottom end there. Okay. So I've already put a little bit of spray. You can see it's holding it down there. Okay. Then you're going to take your spatula. Okay. And you can see out there how soft this paste is. So I always give it a little stir before I start using it. Okay. But this, I mean, it looks cloudy now, but when it's dry, you can see how sparkly it is.
Well, we've got, you get all 3, I believe, for $19.99. You get the gold, the copper and the silver. If you want to have the texture paste or the medium textile set, then there it is on the screen, 457008.
You've seen a bag earlier on with it, it's amazing. It's so soft, you just gently put it across. Okay, and then when we lift this up, she says, hopefully. Okay, we take our stencil off. And when I remove my stencil, my template, which I will reuse again, then we've got it in the place you want it to be. Then what you can do is you can then add highlights to my crown. So I can paint it on now.
That will dry like that one?
That will dry like that one, it's dry.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm then going to take a little brush, okay, and then I can add in sparkly highlights to my crown wherever I want them. So I can paint these little details in. You know, so you can be complete designer, you know. If you've never done it before, you can see how easy it is. And with Sue's tip sheet as well, it shows exactly how to do it in picture form there as well. Yeah, the tip sheet comes in the Weekend Wow, and it tells you about how to use rice papers on fabric, but also how to use the rice papers on canvas and other mediums as well. So if it's something that's always kind of puzzled you a little bit, or maybe you've had a bit of a disaster with a technique, didn't go right, then the tip sheet's in there, which is great. I wish I'd had that right at the beginning. Okay, so you just add your highlights, and then when it's all dried and finished, on the mannequin there, you can see the finished sample. We'll have a little look in a sec just to see. But yeah, I mean, that looks like a designer T-shirt that's maybe cost you 60 quid. But what you can also do, so what I'm doing now is, you could use this to design around your collar, because you can actually link it all up around the collar. There it is, look, there it is finished. That is gorgeous. Doesn't it look like an expensive piece of fashion? And what, I mean, that's a gift. If you make that and give that as a gift, people really appreciate that. And Mandy was just saying about using part of the mandala here as an outline around the collar of the top, so it makes it look almost like a lacy top, because you don't have to use the whole section of it. You can just use portions of it or parts of it. If you just lined it up like that onto the fabric, yeah, you can make like a scallop neckline to it, which would look lovely. Okay, now we're nearly out of time, so let us quickly remind you of the other sparkle mediums that are in the show. And these are the textile ones, remember, that are available together. They come as a set of 3. You get the silver, you get the gold, and you get the copper for £19.99. If you want to make fashion your thing this spring and summer, that's what you need. And for the few stencils, you're home and dry. 457008. And then the fabric decoupage glue, we've got a feeling this might sell out in the next show. We did have a huge stock of this. It is now limited stock, is it? Nearly limited stock, OK. So 120ml in each of the glues there, 240 in total. And they're back at 10 o'clock with Sue and with Janice. So that, I reckon, will probably sell out in the 10 o'clock show, 737114. Recapping, though, the Weekend Wow, which is in front of me just here. Let me start off with those 3 tubs down the bottom of the artsy stone. You're getting the fine, the medium and the chunky, or the larger ones. Great for instant texture on your projects, whether it be an object or whether it be, say, a canvas or whatever it might be. So that's included. You get your large 150ml tub of your texture paste in the antique gold, which is the one that we used in the demonstration earlier on. You get 2 A3 rice papers, which I can hold up actually, they're just here. So you've got that beautiful old-fashioned bike with the flowers in the shopping basket, and you've also got the one that we used in the demo with the bug,
and the bird cage and the flowers and the vintage postcards as well. They're gorgeous, gorgeous sheets, they really are. Plus you're getting, remember, the tip sheet as well, and don't forget the 4 stencils, they're included in the Weekend Wow too, but this shows you how to use your rice paper and all the other techniques as well. 811088 is your Weekend Wow. Order it now. Remember, it's supposed to last until Sunday at 11 p.m. The way it's going at the moment, I don't think it's going to last that long at all. Sue will be here with Janice at 10 o'clock this morning. Whatever you do, order it now and it'll be with you in the next few days. 811088. Mandy, great to see you again.
Lovely, thank you.
You're back tomorrow, aren't you?
I am at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. And Sue is up in an hour at 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock, not 11 o'clock. Right, so next at 9, I'm here with Tim Holston, the one-day special with Pete. Imagination Crafts Weekend Wow with Sue, that's at 10. And Tonatex Foils here an hour later at 11. All coming up.
Hello, I'm Debbie and this is Kim, and together we are Six Mini Memories.
We've known each other for about 8 years and we're based just outside Newcastle in the northeast of England.
We're very lucky in the fact that we've managed to bring lots of new things. We always try and bring new things, new books, patterns, fabrics, kits, notions, always quality.
And we do get the opportunity to do lots of demonstrations, which is great.
We're looking forward to continuing our journey with Hochanda and with you. We've got some beautiful fabrics on order as well as lots of notions.
And we've got the new booklets, which have at least 3 projects in them, which will have lots of new quilts, tips and techniques.
Make sure you don't miss our shows. We always try to make them informative and fun.
That's it. And we just want you to sew. Hope you can join us.
Hochanda have yet again partnered with Created Events to bring you Hochanda Live, the inspirational craft, hobby and art roadshow. This is a one-day event where Created have lined up many of your crafting favourites, including Phil Martin, Stamp Addicts, Inkylicious, Be Crafty, Imagination Crafts and many more. There'll also be opportunities for you to get crafty with a fantastic selection of demonstrations and various make and takes. So come along and meet other members of the Hochanda family on Saturday the 23rd of June at Hangar 42, Bruntingthorpe, Leicestershire. Get your ticket here today and we'll see you there.
Welcome to the newest exciting way to shop here at Hochanda, Craft Price Drop. Tune in for your favourite craft brands at absolutely incredible low prices. Make sure to get in early before the quantity reaches 0 and the price locks. You've got to be in it to win it. Everybody pays the lowest price.
Hello, a very good morning to you. Welcome to the weekend at Hochanda. I'm Dave with you for the next hour and I'm joined by Pete. Welcome back.
Nice to be here, as always, yeah.
Now, Pete's here with a one-day special. Launched last night, as our one-day specials always do, at 6 o'clock, and it was really, really busy. So much so, actually, that nearly 40% of the over 40% of the entire day's stock of our one-day special has gone. Now, Pete's here to fly the flag for probably the most iconic name in crafting, I'd say, Tim Holtz.
I thought you were going to say Pete Hughes.
Well,
yes, Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz, of course. Tim Holtz. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, it's always a big deal when we have the Tim Holtz one-day specials. These are new releases, and it incorporates the more modern Tim with some of the old familiar Tim, which we know and love so well. So it's a very, very eclectic collection.
And it's a combination of thinlet dies, which are the thin metal dies that go through absolutely every machine that's out there, and you get one big die in there as well, which is this one just here, which is the planks. Now, that's a steel wool die. I'm sure you're familiar with those, but just in case you're not, the actual blades are hidden within the felt, and you need a certain machine for this to go through, yeah?
You do. Always check, make sure the manufacturer machine, that you have the right machine to use with this die. But it will pay dividends. Of course, you've got that deep steel blade, so you can cut multiple layers. You can also cut things like mount board, textiles, anything you can cut with scissors.
And of course, the shape that you're cutting out is the planks in this case. So that in mount board or whatever would be fantastically strong and look really, really the part, very 3D. So that's the first part. That's your bigs die with the planks. Down to the bottom, we've then got the other thinlet dies. Now, let's have a little look at this one to start off with. They come in plastic wallets, and this is the mixed media one. So basically, all your dies will come in a plastic wallet like that, and you've got the finger, you've got lost and found, letters, numbers, you've got the cross for texture as well. So really, really good quality dies in there.
Top quality dies, there's 6 in the set. This is mixed media collection. It's the 6th of its kind and always popular when these are launched. I love the mixed media sets.
Me too, I do too. And the next set next to it, you can probably see, this is the Funky Florals number 3. All of those dies obviously will cut out flowers like that. So incredibly versatile and useful dies to have. And another one of my firm favourites is the tickets, the framelit tickets. There they are. So you can now make your own tickets to invitations. You can personalise them. You can print things off your computer, that sort of thing, personalise them. I know Sizzix actually do the stamps that you can see on there as well. They are available in the high street, I believe. But you've got the actual dies that cut out the shape of the tickets.
That's right, yeah. So the tickets, you can do bespoke stuff. We did some lovely bespoke invitations for save the dates and so on and so forth. So it's personalising your crafting as well. But as you say, there are the Stampers Anonymous stamp collection. They're not actually Sizzix, but Stampers Anonymous, who work with Tim, of course. And there we go. There's that lovely save the date that we did. That was all printed on the computer and then cut with one of the ticket dies. So it's a great way to personalise your crafts, to get some lovely invitations out there.
Well, that is our one-day special. If you love to be right at the forefront of crafting, getting the new things as they come out, these are hot off the press, £23.98 on FlexiBuy, so you can spread the cost in 2 payments if you wish to, or if you want to pay in full, that's absolutely fine, of course. £47.96 is the price. That's saving you £9 off what the price should be. For brand new dies from Tim Holtz, 778163 is your item number. A few more things just to show you. This is really lovely as well. Sometimes the simplest cards are the most effective, and I love them. They're very kind of minimal, but they've got great character. Just the ticket. There you've got the bigs die, of course, used to cut the...
I need to think about the way I do these, because you're the third person to hold that the wrong way around.
That way,
I know, it's because the text runs like that. I thought it'd be a bit clever, maybe it was a bit too clever on that one. But that features the planks, a lovely seashell, and some mixed media as well.
And then there's another one there as well. Is that the right way?
Yeah, that's definitely sideways, that one. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way. Wow. I don't know how you get your wrist in that shape, Dave. I really don't. But yeah, that's the mixed media, the planks, and what about heartfelt dies?
Well, if you want the one-day special, 778163 is your item number. Saves you £9, and they're brand new from Tim Holtz. 778163. Let's go down the counter and show you what else is in the show as well. We've got Funky Floral number 2 for you, which I think is that one just there. Yes, it is. So similar but different to the one that's in the one-day special. But maybe you just love to have as big a collection as possible of the flowers. Lovely shapes, and again, brand new.
Yeah, brand new. I think this is a more tropical spin on the florals. So between between the sets, I mean, we launched one about 3 months ago. Between the 3 sets, you've got all the bases covered, really. They all work very, very well together, of course. But I know this says there's 15 dies in there, but each die contains lots of detail. So each die would contain maybe 4, 5, 6 different elements, so you get that lovely layered look. So you can see it there to good effect.
Really lovely. Detail, like Pete said, very, very, very prominent, and you've got a great price there. $14.99 new today, and that's 114219 is your item number. 114219. Then next to the flowers, we then go to our wonderful words. Now, this is wish, thanks, hello, smile, and happy. Lovely font on this.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's that popular sort of handwritten look, which you see everywhere now, on the high street, on cushions, on fabrics, everything. But you're getting 10 dies, so you're getting the word and you're getting its shadow, which makes them very, very versatile indeed. They were very popular. We had another set back in January, I believe, very popular then. So we thought we'd bring back the other sets as well. So that's combining the words and the mixed media, that one you just showed, Dave. So yeah, very, very popular set. A personal favourite of mine, I have to say. So,
well, wish, thanks, hello, smile, and happy, all there. And as Pete said, you've got the kind of background as well as the words and letters themselves as well. For £10.99, that's a really good buy. Next to that, we have words number 3, which are similar sort of idea, and again, they will work very well together if you want to go for both sets. This has got the words seek, explore, wander, travel, and fly, so with a travel theme. £10.99, brilliant for scrapbooking. Maybe you've got pictures from your holidays, that sort of thing.
Yeah, scrapbooking or journaling. I mean, journaling's huge now, of course, and people like to have travel journals or holiday journals. Absolutely wonderful set, if that's the kind of thing that you're into. But very versatile. You can use this in so many different situations, from card making right through to, as I said, journaling, scrapbooking, and again you're getting the 10 dies, which is the word and its shadow.
Shadow, absolutely. £10.99, so just over £1 a die. £1.10 per die. 156825. Then moving along. Next, we've got the Village Fixer Upper. Tell us about this.
Well, the Village die, it was a Biggs XL, and you could build the house, which we can see here. Now, if I take the dome off this, you can see what the Fixer Upper is all about. It's all about those little bits, like the dormer windows, the sash windows. So it's all the bits to turn your little house into something. I always think of it like like a Cape Cod, like those American wooden houses. So you've got these little the awnings over the windows. You've got this on the side as well, which makes it dimensional, and as well this detailing on the edge of the roof that you get. Absolutely gorgeous. So if you've got the house already, you can get the house on the show, I believe, the house die, but if you've got that, then this is a perfect addition to that.
Now, if you want the house die, it is a Biggs die, remember. It's $34.99. It's an XL one. $34.99, that will give you all the components that you need to actually make the house complete. But then to decorate the house with the extra bits, then that's what that is on the left of your screen. 122560, only £9.99 for that. Okay, then we go. One more item for you, which is the seashell. Now, this is a Biggs die and an embossing folder together. So you've got the die to cut out the shapes, and remember, this one is a steel rule die, and then you've got, of course, the embossing folder to emboss what you've cut out.
That's right. I really do like this. I'm so happy we've got it on. In fact, I pushed to have this one on. But you can see that the next one that we've got coming up, this card, this is what we're going to demo next, and we're going to show some pretty nice techniques using the wood planks and that seashell, and you'll see just how versatile it is and how much that folder brings your die cut to life as well.
Fantastic. Well, it's only $17.99 for a Biggs die and a folder together. 675363. Nearly 20% of the stock was gone on that, and we haven't really seen that very much either, and it's also got a freedom price attached to it as well, so it's $16.19 delivered for both the embossing folder and the Biggs die as well, so amazing value for money, and delivered as well if you're a freedom member for no P&P. 675363. Other dies that are in the show, have a look at Hochanda.com, because there's loads there, lots of other thinlit dies that we have from Sizzix, lots to look at, lots to choose from, and of course lots of inspiration from Pete himself through the next hour. So there are the Biggs die numbers, sorry, letters and numbers, uppercase and lowercase. That's the big die, so that's at $49.99 if you want those, and $10.99 if you want the thinlets dies as well with the frames. They're in stock as well. Excellent.
Right, Pete,
Okay,
what we doing first, then?
we're hopefully, no pressure, but we're going to try and show some of that inspiration that you talk about.
Good.
And we're going to be talking about a seashell. We're going to be talking about steel rule blade, which of course is a deep blade. You can cut textile, you can cut multiple layers. I am going to be cutting mount board today, so we're going to cut and emboss on the mount board.
Right.
So I'm just going to place that over my shell, and I'm using my Big Shot Plus machine today.
Which is perfect for the big dies.
Absolutely, absolutely. Or if you've got any of those large A4 dies, this is the one for you. So I sandwich that there between the two plates through my machine. And this just cuts the blank shape. Obviously, we're going to provide detail later using our embossing folder. So that's it, crisp as you like.
I didn't realise you can actually emboss mount board with the embossing folder.
Yes, yes, indeed. It's well, one of the things about this machine is there are different levels, not only for cutting but also for embossing. So if you wanted to emboss more heavyweight materials, and it's a function that is quite maybe not unique, but it's something that we promote a lot, because obviously you can cut heavyweight materials with our dies, so it makes sense to be able to emboss those heavyweight materials.
True.
And there we have it. Now that's our seashell, and here are two of the wood planks which I cut earlier from the mount board as well. We're going to do some fun stuff with these. First of all, I'm going to take the seashell and I'm going to paint that with some, this is Americana, this is the Deco Art. I believe you've got these on the website. I think it was a show last night.
Do, yeah.
Deco Art paints, love them. These they do give a lovely finish, and the good thing is all the pigments are the same, so you know what you're getting from these.
Yeah, they're on the website, I'm sure. Just put in Deco Art into the search box and all the paints will pop up. There's loads.
Now, those are the colours I'm going to use. They're all ready to go. And I'm just going to take this is the buttermilk. And I'm just going to dab this on. So this gives me a surface on which to work so that the card is not absorbent. You can use gesso for the base, but I want this nice buttermilk colour, very light sort of cream colour.
And this is an acrylic paint as well, this Deco Art paint.
That's right. So next, while that's drying off, I'm going to take the planks. This is Winter Blue. As always with these things, very evocative names.
Oh, I love that colour.
So
it's like a bluey grey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and it brings to mind sort of very sort of seasidey.
Yeah.
I think this as well.
And New Englandy.
Yes, New England blue, that would have been a great... There is a slightly darker colour which is called colonial blue,
right?
Which I quite like that as well. So there we have it. So we'll just paint those, let them dry off.
And you've cut the planks out of the same material? That's a mount board.
That's right,
as well?
this is out of mount board. So one of the great things about using mount board as well, when you're using inks and you're using any sort of wet mediums, they don't warp like cardboard when you paint it and dry it. So that's always good. Now I'll just put that in my paint pot. I'm a devil for painting and not washing the brushes straight away. That's bad news. Not good. So we'll just make sure that's bone dry. Pop my heat tool there. Now this is quite a fun technique. I hope we're going to enjoy this. So I'm taking, this is Dusty Rose, this colour, and I'm just painting this on. I want to keep it wet. That's important for this. I don't want it to dry out, so I need to work quickly. Like so.
It does go on a treat, doesn't it?
It really does. And the coverage is fantastic, and that's very, very important. So that's still wet, and the reason why I want it to be wet, I'm going to use a spritzer, and I'm going to bob that on there like that. Now, while that's drying, where the water is, it's going to remain wet. So when I come to take a kitchen towel and blot that, what you will find
Oh, I like it.
Is that, yeah, so...
It's like that faux bleaching technique, isn't it, we talk about?
It is, but people don't tend to do this with acrylics. You do it with inks and you do it with distress oxides, but you can do it with acrylics as well. And it's a great way to get a peel paint effect, which maybe we'll see in a later show. I've got a similar kind of thing going on. So next, I'm going to take some of this orange, and I'm going to put this around and about in between those big blobs. Again, still keeping it wet. Like so, and we'll do the same thing with the spritzer bottle. Now, I got about 20 of these spritzer bottles for a workshop. I bought them online, and one lady said to me, she said, my spritzer bottle doesn't work very well. It's all splattery in it. So I actually kept that spritzer bottle to get because it gives me an uneven effect. And as I said yesterday, if you want to get a dodgy spritzer bottle, don't come to Hochanda. We don't sell dodgy spritzer bottles here, but you can find them if you're unlucky enough. But they do.
But even the dodgy ones have got a use.
Indeed, indeed. So there we
have
are.
Lots of questions about the sentiment dies you used last night.
Sentiment
stamps.
The sentiment stamps. Yeah, they were very popular. Not Sizzix, sadly, but they're made by a company. I did find out they're called Avery L. So that's the company that makes them. I can't remember what the set is, but I have used them quite a bit. So there we are. So that's on there. So we've got a bit of texture going on as well. And we can use this tissue to just, that's kind of made a stain underneath now. So you see I'm painting it on and rubbing it away. So that changes the colour of the dusty rose underneath. So now that's nearly ready to go. I'll just dry that off. And then we're going to go to emboss. Now, what I need to do is make sure that I've got this in the right place in my folder.
So one side's a deboss, one side's an emboss.
Exactly, and it wouldn't be a disaster if I got it the wrong way around, but I want to make sure I get it right just for this one. Now, so that's in there. The best way to make sure that doesn't shift register, this is what I always do. So I'm multitasking now, which is always dangerous. So I'm keeping finger pressure on there. I slide that one in place. My thumb's on the top, holding that firmly in place, and then I slide that one on there. That's not going to shift now. That's exactly where I want it. I'm going to take my A plate out and grip that firmly between my knees. How's this for multitasking? It's pretty good, isn't it, for 9 o'clock on Saturday morning? I have done this before.
And remember, the embossing folder is exactly the same size as the die, so you'll get a perfect fit.
So to bring that emboss to life, what I want to do is, it makes quite a difference, doesn't it?
It does make a difference,
but
actually.
Obviously, I want to sort of introduce even more detail into that, and I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to take my brayer. Now this is an old brayer. It's quite textured. There's a bit of paint on there, and that's what I want. That's what I want from this, because I'm going to run it over the blue, and I'm going to take most of it off. And I'm going to come into the bottom of this die here. You see how that's poking out the embossed detail there with the brayer. Then I'm going to clean that off and go back to my buttermilk, because I want to put the blue over where it's light and the buttermilk over where it's dark. So we're getting that nice contrast going on. So there we are. I'm taking most of this off. I don't want it too thick on there. And I'm going to come over the detail like that. See, so now it's really, that detail has really kicked in, really made a big difference to that there. So there we have it. That's it, almost ready to go there.
Looking good.
So that can be added to our project. But that technique with the spritzing has really given it almost like a naturalistic kind of texture there.
And if, like me, you thought you could only use embossing folders on cardstock and paper, it will work on mountboard as well.
Yep.
So that's quite impressive.
Indeed. Do you know one of the things, and this is quite amazing, if you get leather or suede, you know, like a chamois leather, almost like that, and if you soak it, particularly if you soak it in a starch solution, then you can actually emboss that.
Really?
Yeah, you can emboss it, and it squeezes the water out.
It stays embossed.
Yeah, it stays embossed. Obviously, not to the degree that it's wearable, because that will come out. But if you want a different texture on a papercraft or on a journal or something like that, you can emboss on leather. And you can emboss on heavyweight fabrics as well, if you use the same sort of technique there with the starch solution. So there we are. Now, like buttermilk here, I want these planks to look washed out. I want them to look like they've just been pulled off the beach.
Driftwood.
Yes, indeed. So I'm taking my buttermilk again, and I don't want this. I don't want it to flood this. So that's the look that I'm going for.
Nice.
Even if it wasn't, I'd say it was. But it is the look that I'm going for.
It makes it look so real now.
Yeah, it's coming together. But there is one more thing. There is one more thing to do with this, actually. So that's that. I'll clean this up afterwards. Always dangerous, but this is my old one. This is my old one. This is the one that I like to keep textured. This is the one that I like not to be quite even, and that's how I get this lovely effect going on. So I keep one for best and one for techniques like this. So we'll clean that away. I went out for dinner with my wife the other day, and we sat down at the table, and she was sitting there, and she looked, what's up with your hands? I had every colour of the rainbow all over my hands, because I was preparing for this show. Now, I'm going to use this stamp. It's sort of a cracked paint stamp. You can use crackle paste to get different effects, but this one, it gives me instant gratification.
Instant crackle.
Instant crackle, indeed. So I'm just going to pop that on. This is Dove Grey, stays on ink.
Is this one of the Andy Skinner stamps?
This is an Andy Skinner. Indeed it is. It is, yes. The wonderful Andy Skinner. Clever guy. There you go. And if Andy's watching, as he well knows, I have borrowed one or two of his techniques down the years. So, but that's what inspiration's all about, isn't it?
Sharing.
So, and he's quite happy to share. Very generous guy in that respect. So there we are. We'll get that crackle. A bit more at this end.
So we may have that stamp on our website, maybe?
You may well. It's one of 3. You may have it on the website. Yeah, because I know Andy's been on before, so there we are. So there are my 2 planks ready to go. Now, I'm going to take some twine. We're going to get this looking even more seaside. Yes, I keep saying seaside. It's not really nautical, strictly, because that tends to bring to mind ships and things, doesn't it? But...
Well, now remember, this is part of the one-day special today. The planks are, anyway. The planks are in the one-day special, together with the tickets, the flowers, and also the mixed media. We'll remind you of that again in a second. But if you do want the conch shell, then that's on the bottom of the screen, and that's the big die. That's the kind of cartridge steel rule die, but it comes with the embossing folder as well. So,
and as you probably mentioned, actually, there are 2 shells on the die, not just this one.
Yeah.
There is another one. Hopefully we'll see that at some point during the day. So that's it, all ready to go. Now I've folded a piece of card, and I'm going to attach this to it. I'm going to use my staples because I do love using staples.
I remember you're a staple fan.
Yeah, yeah. I know. It's I just can't help myself. So we're going to put that on there like that, and I'm going to just... So you can see the staple does go through the mount board as well. But it helps to give me that sort of industrial look, and you can see that I've offset this white. I don't want it perfectly straight there. Now, we'll take some 3D foam pads, pop those on the back. Well, actually, I'll pop them on here, so I know that they're going to stick in the right place. And just peel that away. Pop that in place. Now, the last thing, the final touch, I've got some different pearl gems. And I just think they add that finishing touch, that oh so important finishing touch. And we'll take some of the smaller ones as well.
Pearl in the shell?
Indeed, indeed. Do you know, I hadn't even thought of that. Of course, it's... Goodness me.
That's a lovely, lovely card. Very simple, but very effective. And quite unique as well.
Yeah, simple and effective is what I like to go for every time. Minimum effort, maximum impact. Not that I'm lazy. It's just... it's the best way to do it. And that's it. Those are the pearls in place, all done, very simple.
So if that's inspired you and you thought, oh yeah, that's the sort of card I'd like to do. Like the kind of, you know, less is more card, then these dies are perfect for you. They really are, especially the one-day special, which has got, of course, the Plank Bigs die and all the other dies. I'll go through them for you again in a second. But it's on FlexiBuy as well. Let's remind you of some other things that are in the show. This is another Bigs die for you. This is the XL. So, again, you do need a certain machine, obviously, ideally the Big Shot. This is the uppercase alphabet die, and that is $49.99, 393963. Again, it's been designed by Tim Holtz himself as well. There is 2 FlexiBuys available on this one, so £25 today, £25 in 4 weeks' time, and of course your P&P on the first payment today if you're not a Freedom member. Then we have the lower case, which is also the numbers as well, and that's £49.99 for that one, and that is 834249, your item number 834249, again on 2 Flexis of £25. Okay, now if you like the look of these cards here, if I just show you a few, you need the one-day special, simple as that. Not just for card making, but also for mixed media projects as well. Love them. The tickets are fantastic. You can personalise them, you can print things from your computer onto the tickets if you want to as well. That's the way that it was designed to be used, and that's the way that that picture's been made. But I love the tickets, I really, really do. It takes me back to getting the bus when I was a kid, collecting all the tickets. Now, down the front here, this is what the one-day special consists of. There is your Bigs die. So that's actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 different designs of plank that you can cut, obviously, mount board out of. You can cut fabric out of it as well if you want to, or indeed multiple layers of cardstock or whatever you want to do. Then down the bottom, that's a Bigs die. The rest of these, though, are the Thinlet dies. So that one there, as you can probably see, has got an awful lot in. This is the mixed media number 6. You've got letters of the alphabet and numbers. You've got the crosses for textured background. The words lost and found, the point as well, all of that in there in Thinlet dies, so they're basically the thin dies that will go through any machine. You've then got your flowers, all of those different flowers. This is a brand new collection, only about 3 or 4 weeks old. And then the last set of Thinlet dies just here are your ticket booths. So you get every shape that you can see here on the packaging to make your own tickets, which you can personalise however you wish. So that is £47.97 today, which is a saving of £9 off the one-day special normal price. £56.96 should be the price. One-day special, £9 off, £47.96. So these are all the cards that I've got just here for you. There we go, look. That's the way they look. That's what you can do with them. And you can stamp them if you have the correct stamps, obviously, with the tickets, but you can also print off your computer as well. We've also got some other cards just in front of us here to have a little look at too. That's a little save the date card there, for example, which has been personalised on the PC. There we go, look. And again, this mixed media project you can see here, this filing cabinet, that's also been decorated using the dies too. And then if I show you this little card just here as well, isn't that gorgeous? We're doing this card a bit later on, so you can personalise it with names and ages if you want to, the tickets. £47.96. The idea is that you print things off your PC onto ordinary paper or cardstock, then of course you can go over the top with the die and cut it out in the shape of a ticket. And that makes it just so much more interesting. Nearly half the entire day stock is gone. It's 778163, your item number. Less than £50, £9 off, down from £56.96, and on 2 FlexiBuys for you as well. Now, other things that are in the show, other sets that we got for you. We've got our Funky Florals number 2. So if you love your flowers, this is a new set again from Tim, only a couple of months old, or maybe even a month old, something like that. You've got there all the different flowers, all the different petals and leaves as well. And I'll show you some finished cards quickly. We've got a couple just here for you. There we go. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. And there's a total of 15 dies in that set, so basically £1 a die. And all the dies from Tim Holtz and Sizzix come in their handy plastic wallets as well. So if you've got lots of components, which of course many of these are multiple die sets, it's nice to know that they're all in one place. You're less likely to lose anything or misplace anything. Then we have our words. Now, I love the font on this. Wish, thanks, hello, smile and happy. This is number 2. This is number 2. There's the word wish, as you can probably see. And you've got the actual shadow, or the background, is included with the main words. So you can use it either with the background or without, but it means that you've got 10 dies in total. Here's another one that's got smile on it. Just a simple smile on the card, just makes you smile. And then you've got the pointing in the background. That's from the one-day special, of course, as well. There's another one. again with the word smile. Lovely font. So 10 dies, 5 words, that's just £10.99. So £1.10 per die. And then next to that we have number 3, which is the Seek, Explore, Wander, Travel and Fly. Any travelling themed scrapbooking pages or anything like that, or travelling themed cards, they're going to go down really, really well. £10.99 for that set as well. I'll show you, there's another one of the cards there. Lovely, isn't it? And using the tickets, actually, from the one-day special in cooperation with these words is a great way of using them. £10.99 for those then. And these are thinlet dies. They will go through any machine. 156825. There we go. To our village fixer-upper. Now, this is designed to actually embellish and decorate the main house die, which we do have available as well, which cuts out all the panels for the house. But these are the kind of decorative embellishments. You've got the little awnings there, you've got the decoration around the roof, the windows, the shutters, and, of course, the door. All of that, if you want that, that is just £9.99. If you do want to have, though, the die that makes the actual house, we have that available as well. I think we can show the details of that in a minute for you. But, yeah, this is the die that gives you all the decorative edges, the bay window there and the shutters and the awnings and everything else. So that's £9.99, 122560. Then the item we actually demoed with a few minutes ago that Pete was using is this one. This is a Biggs die, so again it will go through your Big Shot or other machines like it. The concealed metal ruler in there, or the metal dies in there, will of course do the cutting of multiple layers of cardstock, also multiple layers of fabric. So you've got the two designs of shell you've got there, the main shell and the secondary shell just there, and you also of course get the embossing folder as well, which will emboss what you've just cut out as we showed you. £17.99 for both of them, brand new today. That's 675363, your item number there. And then we've also got these. Now, the village, let's show you the village. This is the village die. So this is the die, basically, that will allow you to make the church or indeed the house, or both, for £34.99. So this is the die you need if you want to go for the village fixer-upper. This is what you need to actually make the house that of course, will fit. 456005 is your item number. And they're just a lovely projects to work on. You can put little battery-operated lights inside them if you want to, so it looks like the fire's crackling away. You can make them look like cottages. You can make them look like castles. £34.99, 456005. And also we've got the cardstock that's just in front of me here as well. This is also in the show today, and we'll pop the details up on the screen for you for it. Is this your favourite cardstock, Pete?
Do you know what? Since we brought that out, I've got it all stacked up behind me, and I know exactly where I am with it, and I'm reaching for it constantly. It's a wonderfully contemporary colour palette. All the colours blend so well together. You can see some of those gorgeous greens, the mustards, browns. There are 4 different types of pinks. It's just a lovely, lovely set, and I have used it an awful. It's got that texture.
It's got like a linen.
It's got the linen texture, yeah.
So that's £16.99. You get 20 colours, 80 sheets, and that's a delivered price for Freedom members. Remember, £16.99. So great value for money. 216 GSM is what you've got there. 714897 is your item number from Sizzix again. Okay. Demo number 2, sir.
That's really good. £16.99 because obviously, you know, if you think of the 12 by 12 sheets you can buy, you probably go to a store and pay 50p per sheet for that. So that's a cracking price, I have to say. Right, we're going to look at our tickets. We're going to look at some of our florals, and we're going to look at stacked postage. Okay. So, where shall we start? I think we'll start with the stacked postage dies. There are 5 in the set. They are matching and layering dies. I'm going to take the second largest one, but before I die cut that, I'm actually going to add some colour to this using my Distress Oxides. We were only talking the other day how these have really started to appear in everybody's show. Oh, massively. They were launched, what, 12 months ago? Yeah. And then suddenly, it's just the punchy colours.
They've really taken off. Now, by the way, if you like the idea of making your own stamps, obviously, you know, you still have to put a stamp on the card when you send it through the post, but you can make your own stamps with a set of 5 dies from Tim Holtz on the screen now, and they're only £10.99, and they've got the serrated edge around them, so...
Yes, so we've got spiced lemonade, we've got squeezed lemonade, spiced marmalade, and abandoned coral. I'm sure they devised these names to really test our mettle early on a Saturday morning. Where I'm tripping over my tongue at the best of times. So this is the abandoned coral going on here. So we blended those 3 together. Now, what I want to do first off is take my spritzer. And I want to get this. I'm going to hold the card up like this. And I'm going to spritz quite heavily there because I want it to drip down.
Right.
I want that to just drip down to the bottom there, and it'll take away most of the colour with it. Let's get a bit more going on. So the important thing here is to hold it very still, otherwise it can go wonky donkey and it doesn't look real when the card's in place. Then, now, I'll take a piece of common or garden kitchen roll and dab that water away. Then next up, I'm going to spritz again. So let's spritz again like we did last summer.
I think this is a favourite technique for most people who use the oxides.
Very much so. There you
Love
go.
it.
But that's my dodgy spritzer bottle again.
Right.
That's the one that splatters rather than gives a really fine
it's got
mess.
a use though, hasn't it?
It's wonderful. So don't throw away those dodgy spritzer bottles. There we are. Now we'll dry that off. So that's going to form my background. That gives me a nice background on which to layer all my dyes. There we have it. Now, at the same time, I'm going to prepare, while I've got my oxides out, we've got a couple of the leaves from the mix, the Funky Florals 3 set, which is in the one-day special.
Yep.
So I'm going to start with a bit of yellow there.
It's lovely, though, to get brand new dyes from a man that really has become a global crafting icon. So they're hot off the press, they're only a few weeks old, and you've got them here first, and also you're getting the big dye as well as 3 of the thinlet sets too for $47.96.
One of the things I love about Tim and Tim's dyes is, and it's always exciting around the office when his new collection, when we actually get the artwork through, because he never stands still. He's never rested on his laurels. He's got a particular style for which he became very famous, but he wants to stretch himself. He wants to stretch us. He wants to stretch our expectations. And thank goodness he does. Because when you come out with these new products, and it's not just, of course, the dyes, it's the oxides, it's the stamps, and they all work seamlessly together because they're designed to do so. So, again, we're going to spritz that.
With the dodgy bottle.
With the dodgy bottle, which you can't buy from Hochanda, because we don't sell dodgy products.
No, exactly.
We don't. There, oh, look at that, that's lovely.
A nice big splat.
Yes. Here we go. Right, we're cooking with gas. Now we'll just dry that one off. When you've got a card like this, it's very important before you die cut that it's bone dry, because if it's slightly damp, then you might get the card stuck in the die, and it will tear, and that's not what you want at all when you've gone to all that trouble in the first place. Right, let's get the one leaf there and the other one coming here. I'm moving to my Big Shot. I'm working on the A platform. The good thing about the Big Shot as well is the instructions are all there in pictorial form. So if there is any confusion as to which type of sandwich to make, it's all done for you.
Now, we have actually got the Big Shot machine in stock at the moment as well. If you were wondering about that, it's on the screen now for you. It is on a special price, £22 off, down to $122.99, and it's on FlexiBuy as well. So if this is the machine of choice for you, because you love the idea of being able to use the big dyes, the cartridge dyes, as well as the thinlet dyes, it's on 2 FlexiBuys of £61.50. No P&P for Freedom members, of course, if you are a Freedom Club member, and it may well make you want to be a Freedom member, actually, if you're thinking, I don't want to pay postage. Then it's 888 697 for membership for Freedom, but that is the machine that we're using in the show today with all of these dyes. And you're kind of future-proofing yourself in as much as that, you know, you can use the big dyes and the thinlet dyes. There aren't that many machines out there that will do both. This one will.
Okay, and this is the plus as well. So this is the 9-inch as opposed to the 6-inch, the standard machine. So if you like those bigger format dyes, it's absolutely perfect. It's the perfect choice for you. Now, there's our background.
I love the shape of the postage die.
It's
lovely.
great, isn't it? It really is. And it's lovely when it's matted and laid. Or you can cut a rectangle of card to sit on there as well. Or, indeed, cut a treasured photograph. So you can automatically frame that photograph with that postage edge, which making it unique and bespoke.
Nice.
So I'm going to pop out the those leaves there, and we can see the different shades of green, the blue. So we mixed salty ocean, we mixed twisted citron and squeezed lemonade there to get that kind of nice effect going on there. Right, so they're ready to go. Now I've cut one of the flowers. So this is one die, but you get the two elements. That's the central element and the outer part there. And I'm going to use some bits from my paper sculpting kit. I believe we have this on the show as well. Now this is a foam mat and, of course, you know, a ball end stylus. And I'm going to give it a very subtle just rubbing that carefully. So I don't want to crease the card, I just want to cup this, and I'm going to cup the centre.
Now the toolkit that Peter's talking about, there it is on the screen, $25.99. So the paper sculpting accessory toolkit is $432,796 if you'd like that.
It's great. It's got your scissors, it's got your tweezers, it's got a quilling tool in it as well, and a folding tool, and there's everything for getting lovely texture in your leaves and flowers and so on and so forth.
Well, just to let you know, we have got it in stock, but we don't have that many of them. So if you fancy getting the kit, we'll show it to you. This is what you get in the kit, because there's a lot in there. So here we go. There's the mat. You've also got your leaf shaping mat, the turquoise one, the scissors, the tweezers, and all the different ball tools there, all included for $25.99. So a really good price.
So there we are. So there's our leaves. So just to add some dimension, bring these to life, I'm just going to gently go over that, and it gives you that lovely curve. So there we are, just cupping that back and two. They're ready to go. Now there's one more bit of cutting to do, and that's using our tickets. Now I've stamped onto this already. I'm going to place that ticket over there, and
so
I'm going to... Oh, sorry.
You can make, obviously, stamp onto cardstock as Pete's done there, but equally, if you want to be a little bit artistic on your computer and print something off and then cut it out in the shape of a ticket, you can do that too.
Indeed.
Personalised things.
Now we'll put just some washi tape or any kind of low-tack tape just to keep that in place. We'll pass it again through our Big Shot machine, and I can slide this under the plate without taking it out. Run that back through. There. So that's it. That's our lovely ticket. It's a great way to, you know, rather than cutting it square, you've got those lovely edges there.
And there are, how many different tickets are there? 2, 4...
There's 6 in total.
6 in total, right.
And this, incidentally, for those people who are thinking about buying the tickets and they also want to maybe invest at some point later in the stamp set, this is the stamp set from Stampers Anonymous. This is with the actual vintage tickets on. There's own London bus tickets and all kinds of things going on there. Theatre tickets. Lovely, lovely little set.
So they should be on our website, I believe.
Oh, right.
Oh, they're not.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but you can find them.
You can get them late, but you don't need them. You don't need them. But if you have those tickets already, or you want to get them at some point in the future, there we have it. Now we'll stick that flower down there with the 3D foam pad. I shall take my PVA. This has got a lovely little pin in the top of the PVA, and I've got a tendency to put it in my mouth and talk with it in my mouth, which is fine in work, but it's not great on the TV. So there we are. We'll pop that one leaf coming out there like that, and you see how giving it that bit of dimension using the paper sculpting kit makes a big, big difference.
And that foliage, remember, is in the one-day special as well. You've got a lovely collection there of flowers and leaves.
There we are. Bit of double-sided tape. Peel that away, and again using the card from our card pack, which we were looking at earlier, and we'll pop that. I like to place this slightly off-centre, more towards the left, and that, my friend, is
Love it.
All done.
Again, nice and simple, but lots of different techniques. The oxides are where we started. The stamping dies as well. Lots of you are loving those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 stamping dies in the set if you want those for just over $10.99. Well, yeah, they are on the bottom of the screen. $10.99, 583-392. But everything else is on the website if you want to have a little look. And let's have a little look at some things that have been made actually from the one-day special. This will give you lots of inspiration. Here it comes. Have a little look at this. So, yes, it is one-day special time. Every day we launch at 6, then there's another show at 8 in the evening, 9 the next day, which is what this one is. And then, of course, we've got 2 more shows, 1 and 5 as well in the afternoon. But take a look at our one-day special. It is exciting because it is from Tim Holtz. It's one of the latest collections of dies from the man himself. Up the top here, this first set, or this first die, is the Biggs die, OK? So that's the one that you'll put through the bigger machine or the big shot, that sort of thing. That's the planks. Now, it will cut out all 4 of those planks, and it will do it in cardstock, multiple layers of cardstock. It will do it in hardboard, for example, as well, and mount board, grey board, all of that sort of thing, chipboard, no problem at all. Even things like aluminium, sheet aluminium, crafting metal, that wouldn't be no problem for it either. And you can then create the fantastic look of beech wood on the beach, that sort of effect. Down the bottom, we then go to the mixed media collection of dies, which are just there. These are the thinlets, and they come in their plastic wallets. If I just show you exactly what you're getting, that's what comes with the die set. And you've got the words lost and found, you've got the pointing hand, you've got the crosses for backgrounds, you've got the letters of the alphabet, and of course those fantastic numbers as well. Great for your mixed media projects. The flowers in the middle are just instant hits, aren't they? Instant winners. Lovely decorative flowers. And then finally down the end, we just used the tickets a few seconds ago, and there you've got actually the dies that will cut out 5 different tickets in total. Is it 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3. There's 6 tickets in there for that price of £47.96. And you've got a discount, remember, because it is our one-day special of £9 off. Just to give you another couple of ideas with finished samples. Just the ticket. There we go, look. We've got tickets there in a little frame, so it could be memories of a day out on the train, a train trip, or a trip to a theme park, or whatever it might be. And you can find, we haven't got them in stock at the moment, but you can find the vintage ticket stamps on the market as well. But you can, and you don't really need them because you can actually print things off online on your computer or handwrite them, or just use your stamp collection with sentiments and turn that sentiment into a ticket. So I think it's a lovely collection of dies, really lovely, and it's our one-day special. £9 off, £56.96, tumbles down to £47.96, I think it was, and it's £23.98 on FlexiBuy. So that's all you pay today, plus your P&P, and £23.98 in 4 weeks' time. OK, now the next set of flowers, if you just want flowers on their own, then these are Funky Florals number 2. And if you want them individually, they are coming up on the screen now at only £14.99 for a whole set of 15 dies. So that's basically £1 per die. Amazing value, amazing quality, and you can make your own bunches. You can create wonderful kind of outdoor scenes for the spring and summer. 114219 gets you that set, £14.99. Then we have our wonderful words. Words number 2 is what they're called, and that's the wish, thanks, hello, smile and happy. And a lovely font and a lovely size of font as well. But like Pete quite rightly said, you've got the outside cutting edge, which is the shadow, as it were, or the frame, and then you've got the very thin word itself. So you can link them together, stick them one on top of the other, or use them independently if you wish to. So you've got a total of 10 dies in that set. There's another one, using again some elements from the one-day special. And there's one more, the word wish. Lovely font, all joined up as well. And then next to that, we have the other words, which are more on a travel basis. You've got seek, explore, wander, fly and travel. I've only got one card, I think, here. We've got a couple of other things here as well. There we go. There's the word travel and the book on the top here. There we go. Look, this could be a travel journal. You've got lots of words on the front cover. Wander, travel, fly, explore and seek. So for personalisation, really, really handy. £10.99 for those. That's words number 3 by Tim, and it's 156825, your item number. Now, the website's got everything, even things that are on our counter. You can see loads of things that are in the show. And if you want individual items that are in the one-day special, they are still available, I believe. Tickets are still available. We've got the mixed media still available. There we are, look, all there. Individually for £11.99 and £14.99. If you don't want to go for the big bundle, the one-day special, you can buy them on their own if you wish. OK, back with Pete then, our regular guest with Sizix and Tim Holtz. And what are we doing next?
Right, we are looking at the planks, we are looking at some tickets, and we are looking at some florals. So 3 things from our one-day special. Slightly different technique this time. And what I've done, I've attached some decorative paper. Again, to mount board. Right. So we're going to cut some of our planks, and I'm going to place that down there. Sandwich it between my 2 plates and run that through.
You don't have to cover the entire die, every time you use it, you can just put a bit of backboard or chipboard over the ticket you want at the time.
That's right. Do you know what? I'm going to test. I'm going to test when we go off air. I'm going to see if I can cut through 2 layers of mount board at once. I'm not sure. I've never tried that, but hey, you know what? Because I was thinking, I thought, oh, Dave, this is the point where Dave tells me we've just got 2 minutes left, so I need to rush, and that would be the point where I'd actually try and do it live on air. But thankfully, you didn't.
No.
So that's our second one cut there. Now we're going to want some florals as well, and we're going to want our ticket. Now with our ticket, what I've done, I actually measured the ticket, and then I went to my PC and I created this text. So it makes it personal again, bespoke, happy 21st Emma, happy birthday. So incidentally, my best friends are identical twins. They're 50 today.
Oh, wow.
No, they're 50 on Tuesday, actually, but they're going out today. It's a big party. So I'm actually really glad to be at Hochanda because it means I don't have to go to the pub because 2 beers and that's me done. So thank you. So I apologise to them for not making it, though.
Oh.
I really do. But they're going to get a special bespoke birthday card as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday to you. Are they watching at the moment, do you think?
I'm not entirely sure. I told them I'm away today. I said, well, it's just, actually, I hope they're not watching because it's a surprise birthday celebration. So you didn't hear that. I forgot all about that. Oops indeed.
They won't be watching. We're fine. We're fine.
Oh, goodness me. Right, now, let's die cut that. So, I've used washi tape to hold that. I can't believe I just did that,
That's funny. That is so funny.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing I'd do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Put my foot right in it.
They're sitting there spitting out their cereal saying, birthday? What birthday? What surprise? What pub crawl? Oh, my goodness. Right. So I think I might, when I get home tonight, it should be about 10:30, I might stick my head in the pub to see what sort of see how the festivities have gone.
What sort of state they're in.
Yeah, oh my goodness, it'll be a mess because, well, I think that... Oh,
yeah, you might be barred. You give the game away, they might buy you.
I might well be. There we are. That's all my cutting done. So that's my florals, that's my ticket, that's my planks. Now with the planks, what I want to do, I want to get a kind of a distressed, weather-worn, careworn look. So I'm using, this is weathered wood. It's a lovely sort of bluey grey colour, and it works great against any blues or greens, or even if you've got yellows and mustard. It's different. Obviously, a lot of people will use a brown, like vintage photo, or walnut stain. It gives a slightly different look to that. So it's a much cooler kind of grey.
What did you say?
It's called weathered wood.
Right.
Weathered wood. So the ink goes on like that, but before I attach these to the face of my card, these are going to form the base. I'm taking, this is a sanding pad, just a bog standard one, and around the edges in a kind of a random fashion, and that's the key to this. You don't want it to look contrived, you want it to look weathered. So I'm going heavy in some places, light in others, and that's going to give me the look I'm going for. But that weathered wood, applying that weathered wood to begin with, gives it that extra layer or level, rather, of depth.
I'm a big fan of the sanding blocks because you can put decorative papers over the top of wood and stuff. You get a perfect edge every time with that, can't you? You can.
Yeah, it's
great.
That's right. And if you're working against textured stuff as well, as you say, it's fantastic. You know, if you use embossing folders and you put, say, acrylic over the top of that, you can sand away the acrylic and get a very similar effect. So there we have it. They're all good to go. Let's have a look at my die cuts here. So there's my die cut leaves, my die cut flowers. I'm going to pop those out there. And just get my leaves. Now, to add a bit of depth to these, all you need to do, because they are just the flat colour, I'm going to use antique linen. This is a lovely cream colour, but it enhances that green there. And it gives it a two-tone. So immediately it's taken it from a flat colour to something quite delicious.
Makes it look more real.
Exactly, and that's what you want when you're trying to ape Mother Nature. Then you want to get it as close to the real thing as you possibly can. Now we'll take this pink floral as well. Just go around the edge of the leaves, like so. And I think we'll do the same. Now, there's our ticket, so because I got the perfect register there, and I'll just edge that. Just ever so slightly, not too much, don't want to go too over the top.
There's something ever so cute about a ticket. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's what it's a very contemporary look, and I've noticed because you follow these things, I've noticed with you know, modern, particularly like wedding. You know, wedding cards and stuff like that. People are using things like craft card, they're using creams, they're using neutrals, and they're using things like tickets and just old, well, what we call old.
Well, a minute and a half left.
Minute and a half left. You see, I knew I'd get that call. There we are. I think we might nail it, mate. I think we might. Now, this is the folded card. We looked at the set of card earlier, the 80 sheets. This is one of those. These are all from the same set, and look how well those work together. Just those three colours there. Now, we're going to paste these down. These are our backgrounds. Oh, I was going to use double-sided tape, but with a minute and a half left, I think I'm going to switch to glue gun.
Make that a minute.
Yeah. OK.
Now, remember, there's more shows with Pete later on today, 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Final call is at 5. Some more inspiration. If you bought any of the dies or anything from Sizzix today, tune in or record those shows to watch later on or whatever if you're going out.
So here's my ticket. Again, I'll use the glue gun because needs must. We'll pop that there. Ooh, I think we're going to nail it down. I think we're going to get there.
And I'll see you for Craft Price Drop on craftpricedrop.com. Web only at 11 o'clock this morning. That's the next one I'm doing. And the lovely Janice is up in the next couple of hours.
There we are. There's our flour. And I think we might have just scraped in there.
Yeah, 10 seconds to go. What a try.
Oh, look at that.
See you at 1 then, Pete.
Look forward to it.
Missed anything on the show? Check out the website, hochanda.com, for more from Sizzix. I'll see you in about an hour's time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Janice is here with Imagination Crafts, our weekend wow and other special offer coming up in a minute. Then Tonatex foils are here. Michelle and Janice will be there with that. I'll see you with Pink Ink Designs the hour after, all coming up this morning on Hochanda.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings-on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have. Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website, quoting the item number 888 888. So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
The fantastic Pebeo gilding waxes are made from very fine metal particles coated with wax and acrylic resin. These produce a high quality finish on many surfaces including metal, wood, glass and are perfect for many crafting projects. These 30ml pots are available in 5 unique colours. To stock up, go to hochanda.com.
Good morning, everyone. Sue Baker's here with the Weekend Wow. Oh, my goodness, you are having busy, busy shows.
Yes, wow.
Yes, 70% of the stock.
Wow.
10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. This is supposed to last until tomorrow evening.
Hey-ho.
Hey-ho, what can we do? But it's great to have your company right here, right now. We've got some great demonstrations coming up with Sue, but we want to introduce you to the Weekend Wow if you've not seen it before. Maybe you've told your friends and you're coming back and you're getting them to buy it, but if this is the first time you've seen it, let's take a look through what we're getting.
Absolutely. This is some of my most favourite things that I put together for you, because if you're loving mixed media, if you're starting in mixed media, maybe you've just started, maybe you're quite artistic with mixed media, this kit will give you everything you need to really make some beautiful, beautiful samples. So, what we've got here, we've got two fantastic A4 stencils. We've got the gorgeous, I'm going to be using this in my first demonstration, this beautiful face profile. Absolutely wonderful. We've also got the lovely Riviera girl, and look at the scarf. That scarf, Mandy just used it in the last demonstration. If you flip the scarf, you can get a gorgeous butterfly. Clever stencils, brilliant things you can do. We've also got two full rice papers, A3 size for you, and these are absolutely gorgeous. Just let's have a quick look at the designs.
Yeah, they are stunning, because with mixed media it's about using every element of rice paper. Rice papers are so popular at the moment. We're going to introduce you some very special glue a little later on that will make your rice paper waterproof. Maybe if you want to pop this onto your plates or even to your shoes, onto your clothes. But it's each and every element that you can use, that you can tear. You can use the borders, you can use the crown, for example, on its own. Just lift that up for you if you want. Maybe the card just on its own, which we've done on a lovely, fantastic T-shirt behind us. But it's not just that one, you're also getting this beautiful butterfly rice paper as well, with the lovely image there of the bike, which is gorgeous, isn't it, Sue?
I love this. I love the colours on it as well. Although you get that beautiful sepia tones, you've also got these beautiful shades of blue, and there are so many elements on here that you can use individually for your paper crafting, card making, or you can use them for your mixed media. So you've got flowers, you've got script, you've got the beautiful bicycle, you've got the lovely butterflies. There's so much to use on here. And of course, huge A3. Love it.
Fabulous. Now, if you did want to use it on a T-shirt, we've got one just at the back of the set right there. Can you imagine? Now, using that with your decoupage glue, that will place it onto your fabric, but also makes it waterproof as well. It's fantastic. And if you do want to go for that, the item number and details for that decoupage glue is at the bottom of the screen, but it is limited stock. So this is what mixed media is all about. If you're a paper crafter, for example, you'll use certain materials for your paper crafting. If you're a soft crafter, you'll certain materials for your soft crafting. Mixed media is picking up a little bit of everything and placing it into the same basket and start to make and create. So we've got the rice papers, you've got your stencils, beautiful mandala style stencils as well. I love those. We've got the paste as well, beautiful gold colour there. Love that texture paste. Love it when Sue uses that. And we are going to be having some great demonstrations with that a little later on. And we've also got, I love the arty stone. I think this is fabulous. And we've seen this on, let me pick up a couple of samples to show you. Let me find them with the arty stone. Really makes a difference. And you've got 3 sizes with your arty stone. What's so special about this, Sue? Why do you like it?
What I love about it is you can actually colour it.
Yes.
So although you get the 3 sizes, the small, the medium and the large, you can make this any colour you like. And look, you can also mix it with glitter. You can mix it with embossing powder. All your craft stash, all the things you love and you can use your artsy stone with that. You can use it with your Magibond glue, or you can even set it as extra texture into your pastes. So useful.
Love that. Love texture. Love the paste that you're being using as well. Absolutely fantastic. So your Weekend Wow is available on 2 flexi buys, £21 a day plus your P&P, and then another £21 next month. So it makes it affordable, and it means that you can get it and you can purchase it today. Check out your baskets, please do, because 70% of the stock has gone. Let's take a look at the website. We do have more available for you. Oh, that textured paste is absolutely lush, and we do have more colours available for you. Very busy for that decoupage glue. We were yesterday, we are busy today. And again, that fantastic structure paste. I love that, because when it's dry, you can actually sand that and you can shape it even more. Now, we also have some fantastic art stamps available. Have a peruse on the website. Add them all to your basket. I say add them all because that's what mixed media is all about. But of course, you can pick and choose what you like. Right, we're back with Sue. What are we going to take a look at first?
So I thought today, let's start by looking at the rice papers that we've got in the Weekend Wow. And this, I have to say, it's one of my favourites. It's the sort of image I absolutely love because there's so much in here. And one of the things I really like to do, because I appreciate when you're starting out in mixed media, sometimes it's that blank canvas, blank piece of paper, and you think, oh, where do I begin?
Yes.
How am I going to actually start this? I've got all these gorgeous bits and pieces, and I'm thinking to myself, what's the first thing? And I know as crafters, we all worry about wasting things. We always think, if I use that piece of paper, what if it goes wrong? If I use this paint, I've wasted it. I'm going to show you some fabulous foolproof methods of getting that background onto the canvas.
And included in your Weekend Wow, you've also got some instructions and hints and tips on how to use rice paper. So that's going to be included as well. Of course, you can watch the show on Rewind afterwards if you want to see those hints and tips, but you also get this included. Now, we're also going out on Facebook Live during this hour, so we want to say hello to Jane on Facebook Live.
Hi, Jane.
And Dawn as well, so I hope you're having a good day. Yes. Any questions, if you want to email in or maybe place a question on Facebook Live, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
We'd love to answer any of your questions. Right, Steve, sorry.
Because often what you're thinking, lots of other people are thinking as well. So, don't hesitate, ask that question. Right, what I wanted to show everybody was that you can actually use your rice paper as a background as it comes, and you can use elements of your rice paper. So all I've done here is I've taken a section of it, I've used my fabulous fabric decoupage glue. Now I know you're thinking, hang on Sue, fabric, but it is perfect to use with all your crafting. It dries clear and it acts as a sealer.
Oh, Sue.
Oh no.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah, I do know what you're going to say.
Just sold out. The decoupage glue has just sold out. We'll continue using it because many of you have bought it. It is a technical sellout, which means you must check out your baskets. If you don't, somebody might be able to come into the basket from the phone lines. But we will still continue to use this throughout the demo because, of course, many of you, many of you have bought this. But if it is so many, we had a huge stock. But if it is in your basket right now, please check out Technical Sellout. Now, can we use the Magibond glue?
Yes, we can. What you would do with a Magibond glue, it doesn't act as a sealer, but if you put a bit of the Magibond glue down, mix it with some hot water, because it's a fantastic glue. And I mean, it will even stick MDF, wood, and really heavy items, metal, jewellery, things like that. But you will need to water it down a little bit, so just put some on your mat, or in a bowl is better, or just a little container, and then put a couple of teaspoons of boiling water with it. Really mix it up, and then you'll be able to use that, because you need it thinner and runnier when you're sticking down your rice paper. Don't use something that's too thick, because what you'll find is it clumps up the rice paper. So I hope that
well,
helps.
the details for that are at the bottom of your screen if you want to go for that, because we have sold out of the other glue. But we do have the Magibond glue at the bottom of the screen, just £11.98.
So all I did was I put the glue onto my canvas and I stuck my rice paper down. So that was the start of what I did. It very simple, very easy. And what that did was it gave me an instant perfect background. So that's the section that I've used. Now, when I used my rice paper, because I only wanted to use part of it and I wanted lots of it left, I actually moved it right the way down the canvas. So I only used a very small piece of this A3 rice paper, leaving lots more. So I could have got 4 canvases out of it this size, because as I stuck it down, what I then did was painted round the edges.
That's a great idea.
That means you're using a lot less. And those are the hints and tips that we want, everybody. Now, the other thing I did was I wanted to mix up a paint colour. So I thought, how can I get something sort of greyish, muddyish? I don't actually want to go and buy that paint colour. And I thought, I know what. I'm going to mix some white gesso, tiny hint of black gesso, and my mixed media ink sprays. So green, blue, gesso, until I get something that looks remotely muddy. And I am in control of the shade of this, because if you want it paler, you add a tiny bit more white gesso. Want it darker, tiny bit blacker gesso. So then all I did was I mixed some up in a pot, so I've got some for later. Sometimes mixing, I'm going to show you how to mix grey wax in a minute from the pearl and the black. Those kind of colours are just fantastic for doing mixed media. And it means you're not having to buy lots of extra bits and pieces. So what I can do then is I can actually just paint in over my rice paper.
I love this idea, Sue. I think it's fantastic because the rice paper itself on the A3 has that darker, lovely, mellow edge going around the outside. And now you recreate it, but you save the paper. I think that's a genius idea.
Yeah, and it means you get far more out of a sheet of rice paper. So this is where economy of scale comes in. This will dye darker, so I've actually prepared my background. Then what I decided to do was, I just wanted this to be simple and pretty, and I wanted to just enhance the butterflies. So what I've done is, I've stamped onto acetate. Now, you could have butterflies, you could have dragonflies, you could die cut a piece of acetate. The choice is yours for this. Then what I wanted to do was, I just wanted to colour the back of the acetate, because when you're using starlights, and these are the starlights in your set, you are going to get the absolutely beautiful, beautiful shimmer.
They really are intense in their colour, absolutely beautiful. And these are available for you, and wow, 60% of the stock has gone. Details are on the screen at the moment, just £17.99, and you get a set of 4. You're getting heather, pink sunset, mint and lilac blue. They are divine. And are they lovely to use, Sue?
Oh, I'm not going to say anymore, just They are gorgeous. And I mean, I know so many of you love your starlights. You absolutely adore starlights. It's one of your favourite paints.
And what sort of surfaces will they go on? I know we've painted paints during the show. We're on acetate at the moment.
Anything. Yeah. I mean, I must show everyone later, and I forgot to do it yesterday, apologies to you, a beautiful, beautiful piece of jewellery that's painted with starlights. Our Sarah did that, and Mandy will have to remind me later. You've got to see it, you've got to see it. It looks stunning, absolutely stunning.
And would we need to use any sort of like gesso on a surface before we put the starlights on?
No, you don't have to. If you want to, you can. Yes. But you don't have to. So do you know, I'm going to move this over so that you can see it more clearly, because doing acetate onto a glass mat isn't actually the easiest thing to do on TV, because you're thinking, hang on a minute, Sue, I can't really see what you're painting. Now, because you're using starlights and it's on acetate, the first coat, just kind of stipple it, brush it a bit. It's already drying, Janice. This is the beauty of starlights. I mean, to get a paint that dries almost instantly onto a hard, shiny, glossy surface like acetate or glass is incredible. This means you can work quicker. I know so many of my crafting friends say, Sue, I just like to get on with it. I like things done in a hurry. I haven't got time in my life to wait around.
I'm very impatient.
Yes.
I'm very impatient.
Yes.
I just want to pick up one of these plates, actually, to show you what that beautiful starlight colours look like. And this is one that we did yesterday during the show. It's stunning. It really is. So you've got the rice paper on there. We've worked from the... Well, I say we. With a royal we now, Sue.
I like
Do you know
this.
that? With a royal we.
We're a team.
We did this yesterday. So the rice paper goes on the back, so does the paint. You can just see the rice paper through there. But look how the colours have blended together. It really is stunning. And, you know, you could go into a shop and you could pay, I would say, £59, £65 for something like that, if not more. If not more, because it is so beautiful and individual in its design, but yet so easy to achieve with those starlights. Please go for those. They are beautiful colours. Sue's chosen some wonderful colours to bring to you. 041880. Just needed to tell you that, because is it 60% gone? 60% gone, and 60% gone, and Jane on Facebook Live loves them, and I know you're going to love them as well. So thank you for that, Jane.
Right, so we've done our butterfly. That's all we needed to do. First coat dry already. It's all the hot air in here, Janice. Mostly for me, I have to say. So what we've got here now is beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. Look, we're just seeing the colour.
It's pearlescent, isn't it? It's beautiful.
It is. Look at that shimmer. Look at that shimmer.
Wow.
So all we're going to do is paint our butterflies. Do you know what? I'm trying to string this out because it's so quick. And do you know what you get? This is what you get.
Oh, look
How
at that.
lovely is that?
That is
Look
beautiful.
At that. How simple. So simple. And we've got our beautiful acetate starlight painted butterflies. And then what we've done is we've just added a tiny little hint of starlight to the butterflies on the paper.
I love that.
So if I can tilt this so that you can
they really come to life.
Look at how simple and easy was that.
And you've used the mandala stencils in the corners to add that extra detail to draw your eye
with
in.
my structure paste. And I've just put some of that lovely muddy paint that I mixed up in the corners there. Do you know, that is so simple but so effective.
It really is, and so achievable, so achievable. If anybody wants to make, create and sell with your products, is that okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Fine.
We love it, love
Brilliant.
it. Yes.
Imagine that at your next craft fair. Right, we're going to come back to you, Sue, in a moment's time. We're going to let Sue get set up for another very, very exciting demonstration. That is your weekend wow. It is supposed to last until Sunday evening, however, we have been incredibly busy. It's over 70% of the stock has gone. It's such a wonderful crafting media to get into. Mixed media, you get lots of different textures, lots of different designs, place them all together, and it's your imagination. That's all you need. You can start a project with something in mind, but then you can end up with something completely different, and that's okay because that's what mixed media is all about. Now, rice paper is hugely, hugely popular. It's popular with your mixed media because you can place it onto your plates, you can place it on behind me, onto a t-shirt, so you can make t-shirts and clothes to wear. I mean, that is fantastic, isn't it? Imagine a special occasion, a special friend, special birthday, making and creating. And take a look at these. Can you believe that this is rice paper and your decoupage glue, which has actually sold out? But this is rice paper with some of that beautiful paint on there as well to give you the shimmer and the design. I love these. I'm trying to get out of the studio with them, but every time I'm wrestled to the floor, I might add, yes, one more bruise on my bottom each and every time. They are fabulous, and it's achievable with rice paper. It really, really is. If you're upscaling furniture, for example, if you've got any pots that go outside, any of those old rusty tin watering cans, if you get some rice paper, it looks amazing. So we're getting 3 different designs on here. We've got that lovely paisley. We have got that beautiful ornate. I'm going to lift up one to show you a variety of them. Let me just place that to one side. And then you've got, at the front, that beautiful wood style effect. So if I lift this up, here is a variety of your weekend wow, but also the rice papers as well. But I just wanted to show you one of the finished products. So we have some of the rice paper behind there. This is how you would use it. So it looks like that's been painted on, but you'll see that that is part of the rice paper just there, which is absolutely beautiful. Just one way of using that. Here's another way. Let me show you another way, using another piece or part of this particular set, and that's journaling. So we've got some of the rice paper on the front. We're also using a stencil that's coming up with some of the paste that's coming up as well on the show. But there's your rice paper behind. So again, a great way of using it. So the wood effect with the script, you've got the paisley, and then you've got that great, lovely, beautiful, lacy Victorian as well. And in fact, just while I'm here, because I do want you to, I'm just going to place that down there if you don't mind. Bear with me, I'm still here. There you go. It's great. You have to, because I want you to see. Can I just, do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I want to show you that paper. Isn't that divine? And look at all the different elements that you can use in there. There's 3 beautiful girls with their bonnets on. Beautiful. You've got that little girl there on her rocking horse with her doll. You could use just that part if you wish, or that beautiful rose in the centre. So many different elements of that. Or you can use the whole lot if you want to. It's entirely up to you. But you do get those in a set of 3. And I'm now going to rebuild the set because that's the kind of girl I am. Right, so if you want to go for that, 829058. We are moving on. We've got more to show you in the show. and I'm going to lean over and just pick it up. We have got some structure paste for you. Now, what I love about this is that you get the spatula to use with it. You've got the marble dust in there as well, so it dries hard, but it also gives you a chance, just move those out of the way, it also gives you a chance to use this, and you can sand it afterwards, and you can paint it, but it's a beautiful paste to start to use. I'm not going to take any out, don't worry. Or shall I? No, I won't. But you get the spatula included, so you've got everything there. But it is a fabulous, fabulous structure paste to use with your mixed media. 967926 is your item number. Let's get the top back on for that. Leave it as you find it. That's what I've always told. Leave it as you find it. Right, we're moving on. We are, right. These are fabulous. Again, you could, if you wanted to, use these as stencils, but these are your magic cuts. What you do with these, if you pick one up, right, so you get two included. Now, you can cut these up if you want to. That's what they've been designed for, really, and just cut them all up so you can use different parts, different elements of them, and then you can actually apply your gesso on here, you can apply your paste on here, you can put your paste through there if you want to, but they are designed to cut and they are designed to be placed on your projects. So, for example, let me just show you this. We've got different designs there, and just to give you an idea of what they can look like, if you see just in the corners there at the bottom, that's where we've used the lace. Again, we, the royal we, not me at all. In this instance, this is from Jennifer Johnson. Absolutely fabulous, beautiful wall art there. Right, we're moving on because we've got some fabric spray. Spray? Spray. You spray your dog. You spray your fashion ink. There you go. Excellent colours in here. Now, these are washable as well. So maybe, yeah, you want to do a T-shirt or a cushion or something with fabric in your mixed media. You can use this to colour, and then, of course, it becomes waterproof as well. So we've got the beautiful colours there available. So we've got pink, we've got green, navy blue and white, and 70% of the stock is gone. You're saving £4 on this. It's just £19.96 for all four. 493820. And then we were seeing the starlights. These are lush. They really are. They look beautiful on the plates that we saw a little earlier on. Oh, they've got the top on. I can't show you inside. So do you know what? I'll just lift that up. Again, beautiful, intense colours with a bit of shimmer. Love a bit of shimmer, really, really do. Beautiful colours. So we've got the heather in there, the pink sunset, the mint and the lilac blue for £17.99. 041880. Fabulous. We've also got this gorgeous wax at the bottom here, if you're gilding wax. Let me just place that there. So we've got the gold, you've got the black, and you've got that fabulous pearlescent white just there, and it is water-based as well, if you can see that. If you want to go for those, 730177, £13.49. They are brand new to us today. Now, let's go and take a look at these. Love these, love these. Again, with your mixed media, you can use as much or as little of these stamps as you wish. For example, you can see there we've got that fabulous fairy, and we've just taken that part of the stencil, used it with some of that beautiful paste. We've got some of the magic cuts just in the background right there, but we've only used part of the stencil. We've also got those fabulous elephants. Now, how do you tell the difference between an African and an Indian elephant? Do you know? By the size of its ears. Yes, by the size of its ears. Now, here's your elephant and the family. Love that. Isn't that beautiful? And again, we've used some of the rice paper there, just the element from that. We've got the crown in there. We've got the rose, some of the butterflies. But we've also got that beautiful tactile paste in there as well. If you want to use more of the stencil with the fairy, for example, you can use it like so on your cards, on your wall art, or it might be that you want to make and create a bag. You can do. Isn't that fabulous? Love that effect. Really, really do. 194592 is your item number. You're getting all four in this kit, and you're saving £7.99. Excellent value for money. Let's take a look at some more inspiration before we head back to Sue. Now we're back with Sue with the Weekend Wow Imagination Crafts, but before we continue, Imagination Crafts, exciting news.
Yes.
Yes.
We have partnered with Crafters Companion. Absolutely fantastic, and it's so exciting because Crafters Companion are interested in mixed media. Sarah loves mixed media, and she came to me. We've worked together for many, many years anyway, and she said this would be a really good partnering, and it means that I can do a lot more designing, a lot more product development. It will give me time to do the things I love, which is share my crafting with you. So what a fabulous opportunity.
Yes,
and
fantastic.
I'm so excited. And what we can do is bring together all the things you love from Crafters Companion and bring them mixed media as well. So
yeah, really mixing it up. Love it, love it. Right, Sue, what we're going to be taking a look at now?
Right. In the first demo, I showed you how you could take rice paper and you could just stick it onto a canvas. So I'm using another piece. I love this piece of rice paper. It is gorgeous. I love the jadey, tealy shades of it. I like the fact it's already got script on it. That gives you this beautiful washed wood effect, but with the script over the top. This is a perfect background for you because it gives you lots of different elements already in the rice paper. So all you do is you put your glue on your canvas and you stick it on. And it's as good as that.
It's as easy as that.
It is. You've got postmarks on here. You've got so much detail in these rice papers, and they give you a perfect, perfect background. So I'm using this lovely mandala. It's the larger one from the Weekend Wow. And what I'm going to do is just pop it onto the corner, and then I'm just going to get my structure paste. Now, this is the structure paste that we talk about. And we had a call from a lady yesterday who said, well, there's lots of structure pastes. Why is this different? Why is your structure paste different to any other? This is the only structure paste. Although it's water-based, it actually contains marble dust. Now, that does several things. That means it dries very quickly, quicker than you would imagine a structure paste and most to dry. This dries quicker than that. Also, you can mix it with your waxes, with your paints. You can colour this structure paste. And because of the structure of it, that means it will absorb colour. It doesn't push colour away like many pastes do. And quick drying time, but the marble dust means it dries hard, it dries solid, it doesn't crack, it doesn't flake, it doesn't come off. And also, you can then carve beautiful things into it, which is something we're going to come on to later.
Ooh, can't wait for that.
So, there I have my
Look at the detail
beautiful...
in that.
Isn't that... Look, even in white. How lovely is that? You get all that detail with the structure paste. Every single little lacy element looks beautiful.
And it works perfectly with that rice paper, with the white script.
It blends into the background, and that's exactly what we want. So we've now popped that into the corner. Mixed media, that is our corner detail. That is what we wanted to see. So I'm just going to pop that quickly to one side.
Okay.
My next canvas that I've already prepared here, what I'm going to do is just line up the stencil again, and we've got to that stage now. Put your specs on, Sue, so you can see what you're doing. So when I line this up, I'm just going to place it back over the stencil. This is dry. This is my next step in what I'm doing, and I'm just going to get a little bit of gesso. So this is where we're mixing our Starlight paints, and I'm just going to pop, I don't need much, I'm just going to put a little bit of gesso onto my mat, and then I'm going to add a little bit of my Starlight paint to this. I don't want very much, just wipe that off. Terrible, honestly, every little bit. And I'm just going to mix it.
It's a lovely colour, very vintage.
Yes. I just want a hint of this beautiful minty shade. I don't want much. And then all I'm going to do, now that I've mixed that in, I'm just going to gently just stipple just a few areas, because I just want this to melt in just slightly. I'm not doing it all over. I don't need to colour it everywhere. I just want it to blend into the background a bit more. I don't want it to be quite so stark and quite so white. And you can see, do you know what? Don't worry about this kind of thing. It doesn't matter. Some areas are lighter than others. You don't need an even application. And I do want all of you to get confidence with your mixed media. Seeing how we do these things, that's what's going to give you confidence to do it. Because I know some of you are quite nervous and thinking, oh, have I got to do a pouncing movement? Have I got to stipple this? Have I got to paint it over? What is the technique? How do I have to do it? In a lot of mixed media, do you know what? Just whack it on. Just enjoy it.
The best technical term ever.
Whack it on. Enjoy it. Now, look at that. That is now blending beautifully. So
now,
I've just got that lovely
That is lovely. We'll just keep it flat because that captures the light perfectly. Look at that. Now, if you want to whack it on like Sue, your words.
I know. Guilty.
You can use the stencil brushes, which are at the bottom of your screen. So it might be worthwhile going for those. They're only £9.99. Your item number there, 209335. But please be quick for the starlights because they are proving to be very popular. Beautiful colours, and 2/3 of the stock has gone. Now, the Weekend Wow is supposed to last until tomorrow evening. I don't think it will. Now, mixed media doesn't have to be wall arts.
No.
It could be clothes, it could be shoes, it could be... I've seen people with old watering cans,
Absolutely.
those galvanised metal watering cans that look fabulous. People on barge boats, for example, they use rice papers and paints. But you can also, if you do want to make a card, you can use the stencils with the Weekend Wow.
Yes, of course you can.
Those mandalas make and create beautiful cards. So if you are a card maker, then you can use your mixed media in that way, which look absolutely perfect. And this is part of one of the stencils used again on a card.
Hazel and Jennifer have done some fabulous, fabulous things.
Yeah.
And they've really they've shown you how you can do it onto cardstock as well.
Yeah, so if you are a card maker and you're thinking, well, I'd like to break into mixed media, well, now you can, because you've still got the right media to make and create those fabulous cards that you do so well already. Right, Sue?
Right. What we're going to do now is we're going to colour some of our art cuts, because the magic cuts. I haven't shown you a lot of these during the programmes, and I think it's time we see just how wonderful these are. So all I'm going to do, this is just a little bit of that gorgeous chicken wire. So I'm just going to cut up a little bit. I don't need all of it, and this is why this is so economic, because you don't have to use all of it. And I just want this to make a statement on my canvas. I want it to blend in more clearly. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to use up some of the starlights that I had earlier, and I'd already mixed it with the gesso. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Hello.
I just went over there.
Yes,
I'm back over here.
I thought, you know what? She's gone for a coffee. OK. Well, we'll just carry on painting, shall we?
I just wanted to get some of the other magic cuts that are available, because these are beautiful. They really are. And the way that you're using them right there, I think will now come to mind with people when they see the other ones available on the show, how you can cut into these and use them with your projects. So you're using the chicken wire-esque style, which I love. You've got that lovely lacy design as well that you can cut up and use. You've got the butterflies in there. And then you've also got... Now, what it's like a crackle, isn't it?
It is a crackle.
Yeah, love
exactly that.
These are brilliant. I love these. I love watching you use them as well and adding your different textures in your paints. It really does make a difference. Love these.
So we've got our beautiful piece. If I put that there, then you can see how great that looks. So look, it's blending in. That is going to sit perfectly on my canvas. That's going to look great. Now, I don't want to stick that on now, because if I do, I'm not going to get the next element, which is my beautiful, beautiful face stencil. I'm not going to get that on here. So I'm going to pop that to one side, and I'm going to put it on in a minute.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is we're just going to turn this around, and we're going to use the face stencil.
Now, this is included in your Weekend Wow.
I'm just going to apply a little bit of the stick and stay to this, because I just want it to go flat onto the surface.
And that Weekend Wow is it over 70% now? Well well, look, another technical term, well over 70% of the stock has gone. So popular. And something that I'm learning from Sue, you can use the whole of that stencil. If you wanted to, you could just use the eyes if you wish, or just use the lips.
That would look wonderful.
See, I'm learning, Sue. I'm learning.
You are. You're a very good pupil. You've come on very well.
Thank you very much.
Over the weekend.
Will you print my report out on computer paper that just comes out like that into a box?
Absolutely.
You remember that? We used to use that at school.
We were talking about that earlier, weren't we? Oh, it's all right. Janice, you got your appraisal later, dear.
Okay, thank you. Right, so, I love the sound of this. What have we got here, Sue?
Right, what I'm doing is I'm taking some of my gorgeous, gorgeous Starlight texture. I love it, love it. This, the brand new Starlight texture paste, and this is the dark orchid. And I spoke to everyone earlier about it contains crystals. The crystals give you the texture, but this is controllable. We've never had a texture paste that you can adjust. So, if you want texture, you pop it on with a palette knife. If you want a bit of texture, then you would crush some of your crystals, just as I am now, with my brush, and then I'm just stippling it over my stencil. So, apply your brush and crush, 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 and then just stipple what's left onto your stencil. And I have to say, again, being a frugal crafter, I use so little of this paste when I'm using this technique. And what's left? You know the answer. Pop it back in your pot.
I was just laughing because she looks like she's eating lots of chocolate. At the moment.
I see what you mean. I thought, what do you mean? I'm eating chocolate. No. Janice, 20 minutes, 20 minutes.
This orchid colour is the most popular thing.
I love it.
It's the most
dark
popular.
Orchid. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And how quick was that?
Yeah,
how incredibly quick.
70% of the stock of the orchid is gone, and it's only £9.99. Oh, it's lovely. So we're just crushing that there, crushing those crystals in.
Yes.
And then it gives that smoother effect. But if you did want to use it as a paste,
you
can. To get that rough and more textured.
And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tap the edge of my brush. And can you see, Janice, it's releasing the crystals that are left in the brush.
It's adding that sparkle.
It is so clever. This paste is revolutionary. It's amazing. I personally have never come across anything like this before.
Really?
The more I use it, the more things I find to do with it. Love it. Absolutely
you can see just
love
there
it.
on that camera shot, you can see those crystals and the crystals bouncing back.
Yes.
As you're releasing them back into that
Absolutely.
texture paste. Love it.
Gorgeous. So, let's have a look at the drama we have created.
Oh, wow.
Drama, drama, drama. Isn't that
Look
fabulous?
At that sparkle in there.
Look at that.
That is fabulous.
Isn't that beautiful? And you know, this is such an evocative stencil. You know, it could evoke memories, it could evoke that beautiful mindful state. It could close your eyes to say thank you to someone who's been really kind to you. This stencil to me, I think it's beautiful. It's actually, it has so much in it, and you've only got the eyes, the nose and the mouth. I think it's very, very clever.
Very expressionable, isn't it?
Yes, I love it. Good word.
Do you like that?
I was thinking, what can I say about it? Evocative, expressionable, like that. So what I'm going to do now, this is my lovely Magi cuts that I just pounced the gesso and the Starlight onto it, and I'm going to use my wonderful Magibond. Now, for me, Magibond is the most amazing glue. And remember how earlier someone rang in and said, can we use this as a fabric decoupage glue, has sold out. You must water it down. Can you see how thick and gorgeous, if I hold it still you can see how thick and gorgeous it is rather than waving it around like a flag. So apply it to the back. We don't need much because it is a bonding glue. And bonding glue is what you want. Really, really, to make everything stick, stay in place. You've got a few moments to work with this glue, and that's what I love about it. That's really important, especially when you're placing things. So I want this so that it overhangs slightly. This is mixed media, no rules. It's what I want. Now, I don't know if everybody remembers yesterday, we discussed die cutting rice paper.
Yes.
Now, rice paper is thin and translucent, so when you're die cutting it, you would need, first of all, just stick it. I actually use computer paper. I just stick some of my rice paper down, just a piece, pop it on my dies, and look, I can die cut. I've done flowers here. These are the Crafter's Companion. They're the Threaders flower dies. Love these. And I can make up beautiful little flowers.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And is that using some of the arty stone in the middle?
Yes, absolutely. So what I'm going to do, this is going to give me the next layer. This is going to start to build up this canvas.
And it's changed that image completely.
Hasn't
So we
it?
went for a really nice sort of like dreamy image.
Yes.
And now it's almost like an Art Deco style, Japanese geisha style.
Absolutely.
girl.
It's got a bit more attitude. It's a bit more altered art. We're getting a bit more of that into this as well. So just pop my glue on.
Now, your arty stone, which is in the middle of those flowers, is included with your one-day wow. And you do get 3 different weekend wow. What did I say? One-day wow. Well, do you know what? It's pretty much a one-day wow because it's supposed to last until tomorrow evening. But you do get 3 different sizes of that arty stone. I love it to add that texture, but also to use it in this way. It's not all about texture on the side of your canvas, but you can use it in the centre of flowers as well. And there you go. Oh, I didn't... Sorry, it was hiding behind the plate. I didn't know. There you go. So you've got 3 different sizes. You can see them there. Look like cotton wool buds, but they're not. Buds. That's my Leicester accent coming out. Buds. Buds.
I like it.
Like buds.
Cotton wool buds. Like
but
buds.
I love those. I really, really do. So that's just another way of using those. Now, this is the structure paste that you're using right now.
Do you know, this is lovely. I'm just going to stand and demo, and I'm going to get you to explain all this. I love it, Janice. I love it.
Well, I'm learning a lot, and that's the great thing about having you here, Sue. You explain it so well. For anyone that's new to mixed media and they've seen other demonstrations on Hochanda thinking, I really want to get into this, and then they've tuned in, they've seen you on the Weekend Wow, and you explain things so beautifully, so simplistically, but your demonstrations are fabulous. And I think that's what people are picking up on, and that's why we've been so busy.
Good, good. It's very important to me, and everybody, all of you out there who know me and have met me at shows and things, it's so important to me that we have our products and we understand how to use them, because we're here, the professionals, to give you inspiration, to make you feel, oh, I love that, I love that, I can do this. You know, I was nervous about it before, but I can follow this, and this is exactly what I can do. And you know what? Your friends come round then, they see what you're doing. I hear this so often, I see it so often, and they say, your daughter, your mum, your best friend, whoever says, your husband even might pop in and say to your craft room, say, did you make that? You think, actually, I did make that. And it's amazing. And everybody says, wow, you made that. Yeah. Weekend Wow, you made that. So what we've done here, we've applied some structure paste, just as you said, and I've used my beautiful artsy stone because I want to balance the corner. Yeah. I want some interest. I've got texture. I've now making this more interesting, exactly as you said, Janice, changing the mood, changing the tone, starting to build up on the canvas.
See, now I think she's like an ice queen, and this is snow wrapped around her neck like a warm scarf or something.
But you see, it's making us think together. Yeah. And we're talking about how it's making us feel and what we see. And yesterday you said to me, Sue, why do you love mixed media? What is it about mixed media that you like? Because it does. It does make you feel something. You think, oh, that's beautiful, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. That's a bit different. That's a bit alternative. It reflects who you are. And that's what I love about it. And here we are with our canvas completed. So you can see we've used our Magic Cuts here. We've applied the fabulous starlights. We've used elements of the mandala stencil. We had it in the corner. We knocked it back slightly, mixing gesso with starlights. We applied our beautiful, beautiful face stencil.
That's stunning.
We made the flowers. We just inked just a little bit, just round the edge, just to give a bit of definition. Any of your distress inks will look perfect, but we've set it onto the magic cuts. This is where the magic cuts, they give you another layer, they give you texture, they give you definition, and we have framed our artwork simply, elegantly, beautifully. And you know, if you have this in your craft room, if you have this stencil from your weekend wow, make a canvas with it and just let it be there. Have it propped up on something and look over to it occasionally, and it will inspire you. I guarantee you will look at that. It makes you feel serene and creative. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Love it.
It really is. And what's lovely about it is you've taken that inspiration from the rice paper, and the rice paper is giving you the colours to make and create that beautiful design. Right, let's take a look at the website, because we do have plenty for you. Now, the Starlight texture pastes are proving to be extremely popular. The orchid in particular, that dark orchid that Sue was using right there, but there are other colours available to you. We also have your structure paste as well. You saw Sue using that. What's great about that, it will dry, it has marble dust in it, so when it dries, you can actually manipulate it by sanding and even carving into it as well. That makes that very, very interesting indeed. Maybe you're working with fabric. You could go for some of those fabric sprays, those ink sprays, and they are waterproof as well. Have a look on the website. Stack up with all that fabulous, fabulous mixed media. Now, the Weekend Wow is approaching 3/4 of the stock gone. And we're talking a big stock. We're talking a huge stock.
Huge?
Yes. Massive. And, you know, this is a reintroduction to the lovely Sue here at Hochanda, with her passion for mixed media, her designs that she's sharing with you, the hints and the tips that you're getting as well is incredible. We've had lots of comments on Facebook as well saying just that. It's great to have you here.
Oh,
it's great to see you
thank
so
you.
enthusiastic about your mixed media, and it's great to have all of those hints and tips as well. A great teacher. Right, let's see what we're getting for our money, and you are getting quite a lot. In fact, you are getting some wonderful products, and if you go for this on FlexiBuy, it's just £21. Is it £21 today? Yes, plus your P&P, and then £21 next month. So we'll start with the stencils at the top, because we used those in the previous demonstration, coming down to those lovely mandala stencils as well that can be used in so many different ways. And then that rice paper, Sue. That's right at the crux of it, isn't it? Beautiful rice paper. So, so popular at the moment with your mixed media. And beautiful designs in there as well, as you can see right there. With that beautiful car, you've got your roses in there. But so much of this that you can use.
You see, even the car, I've done a card, a wedding card and an anniversary card, and I just put their initials on the little number plate there, and just added a few more flowers. Just that one element. I'm going to be doing a canvas in the next show showing this. I've had so much. If I was to choose, well, I did choose, and I did it deliberately, the 2 rice papers in this kit, for me, have given me probably more elements than I've ever had before in rice paper, and I truly mean that. I absolutely love it.
And don't be afraid of tearing this up and using those different elements. That's what it's all about. With that T-shirt, again, just using the car, the image from that rice paper, taking that butterfly and placing it on the front. Don't be afraid. They're designed to be ripped and to be teared and to be used. That's what it's all about. Although that A3 size is absolutely fantastic as it is. You know, you could make a canvas just from that.
Just from, do you remember, we just did that. We just did that top quarter, and I showed you how to offset it and just mix up a muddy paint to go around the edges. So much out of these rice papers.
And you're getting 2 of those, one of each design. You're also getting the texture paste as well, and that is available in other colours, but you're getting the gold, and that's a popular colour to use, isn't it?
Well, I love gold. Gold goes with everything. You don't have to worry about your colour scheme, and of course you can apply it in lots of different ways. That texture paste, brand new and really exciting stuff. Don't miss out on that.
Yeah, here's an example of that as well, using that fabulous, gorgeous texture paste. And I believe that's using it with one of the stencils that we've got. The scarf of the lady that can look like half a butterfly. So there you go, and those are your magic cuts that you can buy separately, but that's just giving you an indication, an idea of how you can use that gold texture paste. You're also getting those arty stones as well. Love those, what a great idea. Now I'll try and find some samples. Where and why would we use the arty stone?
Because when we're making cards, doing mixed media, we need texture. And actually achieving texture, it can be one of those things that you might be thinking, well, texture, how do I get texture? They do it for you. Artsy Stone make it easy for you. I use them in the centre of flowers, you can use them on butterflies, but look how you can use them on the edges of your canvas. Look how you can colour them. Mix them with your mica, mix them with your ink pads, mix them with your embossing powder, mix them with your glitter. Mix, 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 and colour, colour, colour. That's what the Artsy Stone will do for you. Once you get your Artsy Stone, you'll think, Sue, you were right. I've used it in so many different ways.
Yeah, you really can, and you get them in 3 different sizes as well. So that's included with your weekend wow as well. So all of this directly to you, 811 088, 2 payments of £21. You're saving £10 on this weekend wow. Now please remember, we are approaching 3/4 of the stock gone. So this might be a new project for you. What an amazing deal, what an amazing price. And that's why we are so busy. Right, we've got some texture pastes available for you, and I'm just going to find one of the board just to show you. Here we go, fabulous. Right, okay, oh, hello. Right, so the dark orchid is the most popular. Yes, how much of the stock? Approaching 80% of the dark orchid. Gorgeous, deep plum colour.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful,
love that.
beautiful.
And then we've got, is it the malachite?
Yes, it's an odd name, but it actually comes from a semi-precious stone. Yeah. But look at the gold that's blended with that sumptuous green. I mean, that is, I love that. I actually personally find greens difficult, but because of that double hit of starlight with that gold in it, I love it. It's fabulous. Love that colour.
Now, all of these have different item numbers. We've also got the platinum, which is right there. Again, that will come up on the bottom of your screen. The item number is 076890, £9.99. And then we have got our antique gold. These would work perfectly with your plates.
Yes.
Maybe some glasses to match.
Mandy did one earlier. She used it on the glass.
Yeah.
Looked amazing.
Actually,
absolutely
just
amazing.
hold that there. I'm just going to nip to the back of the set because I like doing this.
I like the way it's just
suddenly. I love, look, I absolutely adore coasters, I really do. And to find them that are a little bit different and very unique, you've got that right here, using that texture paste but as a paint. So just smashing in those crystals.
And it will dry, just like the starlight's dry, it will dry very quickly, it will dry hard, and look at the effects that you get.
And we do that on the back, so it's really easy. We just place it on the back, and then that shines through that glass, which is absolutely gorgeous. Using it in so many different ways, with your rice papers as well. Let me just grab one of those plates if I can. There you go, because I think these plates are magnificent. And again, this is just so simplistic. I say simplistic in its design, but we've got that gorgeous lady in the middle, and we've got those mandalas around the outside, and blending those colours, Sue.
Isn't
beautiful.
It? You saw it yesterday, Janice. And I know a lot of the girls here are saying today, oh, I want to go home. Lottie said I want to do plates now. But how simple and easy. This, your weekend wow, you've got your gorgeous Riviera girl, as you just said, look how you can use those mandala stencils just on the edge. And bake your cakes, go and buy your nice biscuits, pop them on your plate, give it as a fabulous gift, and everybody's going to keep this. Isn't it stunning?
It really, really is. Now, we've only got 30 seconds left of the show. Wow, it's been amazing. Yet again, great demonstration, Sue. We do thank you for all your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
We want to thank you for watching as well, and all of your comments on Facebook. Hello to everyone watching us on Facebook Live. Please check out your baskets. We've got 3-minute queues on the phone. So we are very, very busy. If you've got anything in your basket, please check it out to make sure you get your products. We don't want anyone coming in on the phones and taking it away from you. It's been a fabulous show. Sue, we'll see you later.
You will indeed, 2 o'clock.
And we'll see you right now. Yes, Tonatex Foils is coming up next with myself.